Hello,
Hi.
welcome. Sorry we're late. I'm a terrible person. Um, it's raining. I woke up late. The whole thing.
All the usual reasons.
All the usual reasons. We're back with more Dark Souls 3. I guess we should probably just jump into Dark Souls 3.
Sounds like a plan.
Try to make up for some of the time we lost. We are not using a shield. Actually, we can take off some of our silly outfit now that we're out.
I liked our silly outfit.
I just really don't like the blue cleric robe.
Not a fan.
We can wear the dress if you want. This is like a nice little...
Why shouldn't we wear the dress? You should always wear a dress.
I typically wear the lightest thing possible, which is the dress right now. So we can wear the dress.
Dress for days.
The dress is also the lightest pant. These are tied. I feel like this is better. Dresses are good against curses.
Hey, I mean, if we end up coming against somebody who's trying to curse us, dress and drag.
Why are dresses good against curses?
I don't know.
We have a ragged mask. We look extremely silly right now.
We look like some sort of Victorian, like, drag queen samurai. I don't know.
We need... Okay, maybe this is the correct hat to go with the dress.
Probably.
There we go. Yeah.
Now we look like some, I don't know, like, very fancy Spaniard.
Very fancy. Aren't all Spaniards traditionally very fancy?
Yeah, but like even fancier than usual.
I know he's got a friend coming.
Oh dear.
He's got multiple friends coming. Also, he does that move, which is really hard to deal with.
Weird little invisible thing. And
we
not
died.
even a full minute in, we're into our first death.
Maybe we should just do what we were doing where we jumped down there. I think
that might work better.
Fighting on the bridge is stressful because we've fallen off. Last stream we fell off good 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
And we didn't make a new bonfire last time.
I think we had like just gotten to that bonfire.
Yeah, pretty much. You're right. But
and we were like, we'll try the bridge like 2 more times, and then immediately died 2 more times.
Well, I guess we should jump. We should probably jump.
Just a little bit.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna take off my jacket because it's actually warm in here. It's very cold outside, but it's warm in here.
It was hailing on my drive over here.
It was hailing?
Yeah, for like in South Pasadena, just above the Gold Line station. Like it was just, I was like, wow, there's like chunks of ice hitting my window. Where are we? What is this?
I've seen it hail like 3 times in California. In Southern California.
It seems like it happens like once a year, and it's like very briefly.
Did he make it? He made it!
just try to knock him off the edge.
I would like to, but the pillar was in the way. Also, he's got a shield. And a friend with a bow.
That was a nice little spin move he did. That was worthy of Palpatine from episode 3.
Doesn't he actually do the...
Yoda does the spin move, but I'm thinking of the one where, like, Mace Windu confronts him with Anakin, and, like, Palpatine's just like, ah! And does, like, a crazy 780 as he leaps through the air.
That was not a healing potion.
Are you sure?
Maybe heal the rocks. Let's see, we need to dodge that, but kick him when he's got a shield up. That was not a kick. That was a kick. And we're out of stamina.
Oof.
Doing so bad today.
Starting off strong.
If we can get the kicks down, we have a chance. Usually he also doesn't make it down there, which is why that worked in the past.
So, you watch anything interesting over the last week?
I finished. What's it called? Lemony Snicket's A Series of Unfortunate Events.
What do you think?
I liked it. I would like more of
it.
it.
I liked it as well. I think I've got one episode left because I tried to go to bed at a reasonable time and failed last night. But was trying to do that before. Yeah. I think I've got one episode left, and so far I'm really enjoying it. Like my only comment, that's like that crazy spin move again.
He does it every time. And every time I forget he's going to do it, and he's never hit us with it. He's never hit us.
He's just gone right past us. But no, yeah, the one thing I think that they could have done is made Olaf seem a little eviler.
I think he's the right amount.
They do a good job with it.
Are you saying he's just like too charismatic to be properly evil?
A little bit. Like, it's not just that he's too charismatic. Likeable. It's that he's got too much Neil Patrick Harris in him. Like, I look at him and I'm like, I can't hate that face, even with the prosthetic nose. Like, I just I'm like, I want to.
Personally, I think it works really well for like the goofy tone of the show, where they're telling you this is the most horrible thing to ever happen ever, and it's really never.
Well, yeah, but that's the thing, is that, like, in the books, it kind of was.
Okay. Like, I think this is a very different tone.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Spoiler alert. People die horribly a lot.
They do.
It's always also kind of silly.
It's very much like Goof in the death in that series. Like, it's pretty goofy. But in the books, it is still a little bit goofy, but it's less of goofy and more of, my God, all these adults are like really stupid. How are they not seeing that this is all this one did total they make psychopath?
Olaf's plots, like his schemes, more goofy?
They did make them a slight bit more goofy, but they are pretty goofy in the like.
Because I don't see where they could be less goofy.
The thing is, in the books, they feel like they're the same sort of scheme. But it's a lot just darker in general in the books. Like, in the books, they do a much better job of making it feel very, very, like, it's legitimately not, like, good times in the books. Well, in the show,
I don't think anyone's having good. Damn it. They just all ganged up on me. I don't think there's.
Yeah, they like.
I don't think anyone's having a good time in the show necessarily, except for Olaf, who's having the best time.
Yes, but it just feels. It's too upbeat.
Okay.
In the show, like in the book, it's
without knowing the books. I just thought that was the way it was supposed to be, and I liked it.
Yeah, I like it as well. I think they do a very good job with it. But it is there is a slight like disparity between the books and the show that like throws it off just a little bit. I'm really enjoying it. Don't get me wrong. I think it's great, and I really hope that we get another 3 seasons or whatever we need to finish the rest of the books. The remaining.
I think it'd be about 3, right? Because
there's another.
You said there was 13 books.
There's another 9 books. Yeah. So 2 or 3, depending on how many episodes they put in them. And I think the books do get longer.
They probably do 3 or 4.
Because the first book is maybe like a 2.5 hour read. Like if you're going
that's the thing. All series get longer. There's no series that has gotten shorter as it's progressed. Unless there is, I would be curious to know what that one would be.
I think there is, but I can't remember what it like.
Is it like an outlier where the last one is kind of short, or is it just like
just progressively gets shorter and shorter,
or just even stays roughly the same length? I keep doing that. I should just walk further down the bridge and then jump. That's what I should do. Because like Harry Potter starts relatively short, easy read, and then by the last one it's just like this.
That's the thing with a lot of books, though. Like not just the length thing, but like
they get darker
and more mature the further along you go.
I don't know why that is either.
It's mostly because I think the author is getting more skilled as a writer, and if it's a kid's book, the kids in the book are growing up, and so they can handle.
But that doesn't even just happen with kids' books. That happens with like nearly every series I've ever read.
It's sort of like the whole like escalation of you gotta have the book get a little bit dark. Wow, he just right through the gap there. Here comes the spinny guy.
So do a spin.
Spin. No, yeah, it's like you got to keep escalating the like tragedy
Yeah,
and
yeah, I guess so.
you know the stakes, which inherently sort of means it's going to get a little bit darker.
You can kind of do a reset on those. If
You can, but it is hard to do it well, and it's a lot easier to just have it become darker and more dangerous and spooky.
Yeah, I guess.
But no, yeah, like Harry Potter did that. Series of Unfortunate Events did that to a certain extent. The the Lightning, the Percy Jackson books did that.
Oh man, I haven't thought about those since I actually read them last, which was I don't know if I actually.
It's a good book series.
It's an okay book series. It's a worse Harry Potter in my opinion.
I have the issue of it's the same thing where like I love the world a lot, and so I keep reading it.
See, I was really didn't think that world was very good.
I absolutely love Greek mythology, and
again,
have loved
Greek
Greek
think
mythology
they did
for
a,
years.
I didn't think they did a good Greek mythology. Like they tried to do.
They did. I thought they did a good job with a lot of it. I thought that they managed to keep it in spirit with the original thing while not just having it be the same stories over and over again.
Well, there's a bridge there, right? There's the bridge here. I've now figured out where we are again. Who killed him? Oh, there was he had a friend.
Guy.
He had a friend.
Oh no!
And then it just. I guess he
did his combat roll off the edge.
He did his job, I guess, right?
Mission accomplished. Time to go clock out.
Yeah, Percy Jackson. I don't know. It was Percy Jackson is another story about a kid going to a magical school, and he learns he's special.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's a good story.
I'm now into the genre where kids go to magical schools and learn they're not special.
That's a good genre as well. I like that one.
I think it's a fundamentally better genre.
It does have some very enjoyable bits. But I mean, you can't really go wrong with The Chosen One. Like
you can totally okay. So I mean, maybe this is a
you can
personal
definitely
thing
go. You can definitely go wrong with it. But it's a solid story that, like, I think will always be around and will always be.
It'll definitely always be around.
Like,
I mean, actually, we've kind of gotten away from it a bit. There's
a little bit, but
in the last 3 years, there hasn't been nearly as many Chosen Ones.
I guess, but it's sort of like it's just the calm before the storm. I think.
I guess I guess we're all waiting for Rey to be the Chosen One again.
Yeah,
somehow.
it's gonna be that like Rey is now the prophesied one again. She's the one who's actually supposed to bring
did you see the announcement today?
Last Jedi?
Yeah, Last Jedi. So, for those who don't know and are watching, the Star Wars Episode 8 now has a real name. Star Wars Episode 8: The Last Jedi.
I'm very excited. I'm assuming that Luke is probably going to die. Like
from the title?
Yeah. Also, it just seems reasonable.
No, it's the opposite. He's the Last Jedi, right?
Yes, he is the Last Jedi, but I'm assuming that partially it's going to be that he's going to die.
Oh, because he's the Last Jedi.
He's the Last Jedi.
And it'll be, oh no, Rey is the Last Jedi.
And I also think that they may kill off Carrie Fisher just so they get rid of the original Space Kiddos, and the new Space Kiddos can like step back in and be like, all right, it's time for us to step up.
I'm pretty sure we know Carrie Fisher doesn't die because of the things they've said about Carrie Fisher after Carrie Fisher died.
Potentially, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see.
I don't want to like, because I feel like it's getting a little spoily to talk about their announcements about that, because it implies a lot of things about the plot of that movie. But it wouldn't surprise me if she made it through it.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see what they do with like Kylo and.
Kylo's the good guy.
Kylo's definitely the good guy. I will agree with
100%
with you with that.
He's the nicest man.
He is though. Like,
well, he's not.
Well, he tries so hard to be the bad guy, but he's so terrible at it, and deep down, just like he just wants to be liked.
I really want them to do this plot line well because I've literally never seen it, where the bad guy is falling to the light side.
I know,
that's such a cool
it's such
idea.
A unique, cool like. I just
I'm
want
worried
to
they're gonna screw it up.
I'm expecting they're gonna screw it up. I take a very optimistic view of my pessimism about this because either they're going to screw it up and I'll be right, or they won't and I'll be pleasantly surprised.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
The age-old optimistic pessimism.
Should we be using a mace? Because that's traditionally you kill skeletons with a mace. right?
It does have like the crushing.
There is different
ability.
damage types.
Yeah.
So we got. See, this is it says it somewhere. I thought maybe there's not. Maybe I'm making this up. Maybe it's just magic and physical.
Well, there's up at the top right under the name. It says standard thrust. That may just be the type
Well,
of.
let's see. Okay, we got. That's strike. Okay, maybe there are damage types.
It might
there
be damage
I'm
types.
pretty sure there used to be like piercing and
in one of them.
in one of them. See, this is the problem with playing multiple Dark Souls is that who knows what is the status quo.
Where are we now?
Let's try this sword for a bit. You know, blame it's the classical blame the tools, it's not me. It was the sword I'm using. I'm good at this game.
The game screwed me up.
Mm-hmm. I should be
Blame the
destroying
lag.
these people. Actually, I think that is doing more damage. Or maybe it's just better two-handed. I'm not sure.
Jump away.
There's the distinct possibility that they just make Kylo the darkest villain, though.
They could, but he's already hit bottom. Like, there's nowhere for him to go but up now. Like, literally, he's already hit the lowest he can and
I guess so, yeah.
killed his dad.
Mhm.
Like, you can't get lower than that.
I just think you have to make Kylo Ren good because otherwise his dad died for literally no reason.
Yeah. Like, either you have to make him good, or you have to make that be the thing that like confirmed him as the bad guy, which
Well, that
they
doesn't-
clearly didn't. Like, that's the thing, is that
Damn it.
if they had done that, he would not have been nearly as messed up and clearly emotionally damaged by the entire event. And like,
I think even that being the thing that turns him dark is shitty plotline wise because it still means that Han Solo died for no reason because it doesn't like
Yeah.
if Kylo Ren had gone to trouble to go find Han Solo and kill him, sure that's the thing that makes him dark.
yeah.
But Han Solo came to him as like, hey buddy, I'm your dad.
Hey kiddo,
I'm your
come back
space
to
dad.
us. Let me be your space daddy for a little while longer.
You want to turn on your lightsaber facing me? Sure, I'll give you a hand with that, buddy.
I'll let you do whatever you want.
That was such a weird scene. I know everyone was sad about it. I was not sad about it.
I was intrigued. Oh dear.
Yep, that's right. Bodes ill for us.
I was intrigued and interested to see like how it's going to affect the rest of the show, just because of like what it means for Kylo as a character. Like, I was sad because I love Han Solo.
Sure.
And I'm a piece of trash.
I
like
lived.
that.
I'm alive. How am I alive?
That health ring, saving us again.
Oh god. Oh no.
But no, yeah.
No, we're
like,
trapped.
Oh god. So much for that health ring saving us.
Yeah. Yeah. Is there anything else? Maybe we can explore somewhere else for a bit. Just like wash
Like,
away
yeah,
the sewers.
Let's
and
get
out
rid
of the
of
catacombs.
the catacombs of
Carthus.
Carthus.
Who's Carthus?
Oh, it says we're playing.
Oh, you need to
yeah.
update the. You didn't update. Sorry, it's right here.
Yeah. All right.
I'm sorry. I assumed you did that.
Sorry, I did not realize that we needed to do that still.
The most important one is the bottom part.
Yeah.
That way, people on Twitch can find us and not come in expecting Slime Rancher, which would be awkward.
Very, very different.
There are slimes
yeah.
in this.
There are.
Not that we
But I
can
don't-
ranch them exactly.
Theoretically, we could. We could just like keep
could-
spawning them.
we,
and just,
we can farm
yeah,
them.
we should farm them. I mean, farming is basically ranching, right?
No, the bowman. The bowman killed me. He shot an arrow into my corpse just to. Just a shameful display. Okay. Let's consider. Let's just go this way. There's probably stuff this way.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
You never know. But no, yeah, I think it would be very interesting to see Kylo become good and Rey become evil.
You think Rey could become evil?
I would be very interested to see them do that. I don't know that she is, but I think it would be a very interesting. I think it'd be a very interesting story to see Rey fall to the dark side and Kylo come back. Like
that would be interesting.
Like
there's like a 0% chance of that happening.
I doubt it'll happen as well, but I think it would be a very interesting way for them to take the story of like some stuff happens and like Kylo realizes that he's on the wrong side and Rey falls to the dark side. And so they basically switch places, and episode 3 is them trying to bring Rey back. Or not episode 3, but episode 9.
Right.
Episode 3 of this
trilogy.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think that'd be very interesting.
I don't know, like the problem with that is just like Star Wars morality, which means it doesn't work exactly.
Yeah, it's
because in any other like magic, any other fantasy story, any other magic system, Rey becoming more evil is definitely a possibility. But it's just such a thing with the Force that if you're a Jedi, you gotta keep being a Jedi, and you're not allowed to be angry about things.
The Jedi Order and like whole Jedi code is so messed up.
Oh right, these guys are killing folks for me.
Oh nice.
Yeah, they're good that way.
It's good to have friends, right?
They're not friends. They will kill us also.
Friends.
Okay, yeah, that is the Birdman. His area.
We are the Birdman.
We're not the Birdman. We don't want to play with Birdman. Have we been here? Yes, we have been.
Yeah, here. It looks familiar. I think we came around the wrong end.
Have we explored everything?
I think we've explored this entire swampy area.
I was just hoping there was like a door we missed somewhere. We're not even losing to a boss, which is really. That guy just didn't care that I hit him.
I was like, Matt, I don't care. Nope. What is this? A sword?
Oh, good. You didn't actually drain my soul.
This time.
It's always that I'm gonna pull back and then wait and then attack. Which gets me.
The brief moment of hesitation to let you dodge.
To let me dodge and then you can punch. Yeah.
To bring down the hammer right on top of you.
So there's nothing worth it that way. Back to the
All right. Let's do this. We got this. We can get past it.
I feel like we're so close to the bonfire too, which is the worst part.
Yeah, like it's just behind the part where you keep dying at.
Oh, good.
Oh my god.
Now, where does this guy land?
Apparently right over there behind us.
No, I want to... Oh, good. I got the actual critical attack in. Can we get... Yes!
Nice.
The cheese! If you stagger them, you can stab them in the belly.
Nice. I mean, it's more of the pelvis.
Well, there's a front stab him in the stomach, and then there's a back stab him in the pelvis. I don't know why low blows. I guess there's no rule against low blows in Dark Souls.
The first rule of Dark Souls is you don't talk about Dark Souls. If you talk about Dark Souls, you're gonna get angry and die.
He didn't care.
Did a little swoopy maneuver there.
Mm-hmm. It's got it's an actual skeleton ninja thing.
Oh man, you know what movie I need to watch again? I need to watch The Mummy again.
The Mummy? Are you excited for The Mummy?
I don't know.
You shouldn't be. Don't be excited.
Like, I'm gonna watch it. Like, there's no question about that. I just don't.
Did we talk about that here? Where this is apparently a cinematic universe now?
What?
The Mummy? The Mummy is the first
seriously
movie in a cinematic universe.
Really? And they're not using Brendan Fraser?
Why do people like Brendan Fraser?
I love Brendan Fraser. He's so campy and cheesy, and I love it. He's like just another version of Bruce Campbell.
He just okay.
Dodge rolled into the wall.
I think he just left He went.
He jumped off the edge.
I think he went off screen right. I think he just like exited stage right. Just go down here properly this time and not get killed by a boulder. I just hear the stone thing now.
Rumble,
scaring,
rumble, rumble, rumble.
Scaring me so much. Okay, where is it? Is it up there? Or down here? It's up there. Yeah, so the mummy is... Check this out. Oh, it stopped. There's like a texture.
Like, yeah, the texture, it's bugging out.
That is called Z conflicts, I think. It's when you have two things that are on the same plane.
Yeah, yeah. Overlap.
Yeah, so the Mummy is the first in a series of, the old Universal Monster movies.
Oh, cool.
So it might feature characters such as the Wolfman and...
okay, I can see that. I just like...
Dr. Jackal is explicitly called out in the trailer, I believe, even. I'll write them come back.
Yeah, they've got one respawn if their eyes are glowing. But no, yeah, like that might be interesting. I just like I love the Mummy so much specifically because of Brendan Fraser. Like
he's one of the few
it would not have been a good movie if it did not have Brendan Fraser being Brendan Fraser and doing what Brendan Fraser does best, which is being like a ridiculous campy actor. And like
I have not seen the Mummy in many years, I feel like.
It's such a good, like it's such a great campy movie. Like it has so many great bits in it that just like you can't help but be like, that's so funny and laugh at. Like the scene where what's his name? The little dude is Benny.
They just came out of nowhere. Okay,
the
Benny?
scene where Benny is confronted by the Mummy and is like holding up all of the different holy symbols and being like, maybe this one, maybe this one, maybe this one. Like that scene's like so perfect, and like them shouting across the river at each other, like just there's so many good bits in that movie.
What if we just that's
just
zombies.
Run in and hit them with the torches.
This is zombies, right? I'm thinking of zombies.
Probably.
Because you can't burn skeletons. It requires a lot of effort to burn bones.
Yeah. You can do it with jet fuel.
We don't have jet fuel.
True.
How do you know this? Why do you know this?
I've spent far too much time on the internet just like learning how to hide bodies.
How to hide bodies? Okay.
Like I came across like a chain of posts about it and just was like, this is interesting. And then spent the next like 4 hours just looking it up and finding out more about it.
I'm still pretty sure the best way is lie, right? We probably shouldn't have this conversation, but hey,
I mean, like
we're here now.
To just lie about
where'd
what?
he go? He just left. Okay, good for him.
To just lie about
the substance.
Oh yeah, that can work. It takes a little while though. You
need a bathtub and a week.
Yeah,
and somewhere no one can smell anything.
Yeah, like you need some stuff for that. You can use like just jet fuel to straight you get like one of the 55-gallon drums and fill it with jet fuel and whatever body you're trying to get rid of and just burn that, and bam, nothing left but ash. And then there were a ton of tips about like just burying bodies, including like if you're gonna bury a body, bury it upwards and leave like a dead animal body above it, so that if a corpse sniffing dog comes along, they'll get a false positive by digging up the animal first.
Bury, what do you mean upwards?
So instead of what they look for when they're looking for graves, they look for long, shallow graves. So you want to dig a deep, upright one, so that you bury them upright. Sure. You're also supposed to bury them like head first, so their feet are sticking up.
Great,
I don't remember exactly why, but there's a lot of like weirdly like it's weird to think about it, and then you think about it and you're like, oh, that I understand why that's a thing. That's reasonable. Have we tried like going past
and then jumping down?
No, I mean, like, what's on the other side of the bridge?
Oh, we've come back up the bridge. We have.
We have? Okay.
Yes. From this way. Can you just not be here anymore? Be somewhere else. That was the worst drop attack I've ever performed.
Oh,
Kicked
there
him
we go.
off.
Problem solved.
Power of kicking.
No, yeah, like, the saying.
Burying bodies.
Yes,
Yep.
burying bodies. I know far too much about that. And we are both now on some sort of watch list.
Yeah. Well, everyone on Twitch has to be on.
Everyone's
This is just like in
Wow,
our
that is-
mouth. That's in our mouth. Just chewing on it.
We eat arrows for breakfast.
The real problem I'm having with these guys is they just have so much health.
Yeah, you can't get them dead before they get a chance to just wail on you.
We have gotten a significant amount of Titanite shards though, so we could upgrade something a lot
Probably.
if we had souls, which we don't.
Yeah.
Although we could spend. Oh shit! That I didn't dodge any of that.
Yep. So we need the Titanite shards for just the regular sword, right?
Yeah, or well, they run out after I think +5, maybe even less than that.
Hmm.
And then you need larger Titanite chunks,
Uh-huh.
which are separate drops. There's no like combining
Yeah,
Titanite
yeah.
together or anything useful like that.
Loot.
So many Titanite shards. Look, actually, let's just.
Can we, like, sell them or anything?
You can sell them for very cheap.
Negligible
So they go up
amounts.
to +3, and then you need large Titanites, which go up to 6, and then soul transpose weapon. Okay.
Hmm.
Yeah. And there's also twinkling Titanite and like
Other stuff. We need the twinkling for the icy.
I think there's
sword,
only
right?
3 kinds. Yes. So I think there's 3 kinds. The scale, which we got from the lizards, which we killed, or maybe it was just one lizard. And then the twinkling, which we've gotten from the little lizards, not the big lizards.
Yeah.
So, okay, so if we go across the bridge, we come down here. We go to that stairway there and then come down here. and then
Okay,
come
so
down
it's
here.
just the. It's
So I think
just-
this is
we
just
get to
quicker.
the same area. It's just
Mhm.
this is a little faster. Or at least we don't have to kill both of those big guys if we come
I
down
think we've
here.
gone this way. Have we gone this way? I don't know what to say. I only had a princess? Well, we are a pretty princess.
Princess. Yeah, look at our beautiful like dress top. Blouse. There we go.
Blouse, yes, it's definitely a blouse. I don't think it's actually called a blouse, though.
And when it's only that much of it, it might be called a blouse.
No, I'm saying the item isn't called a blouse. It's definitely a blouse.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, you're right. I think the item is just dress.
That skeleton just
But yeah.
got us. He got us.
You got the old 1-2 combo and
It's more like the 1-5 combo.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Think of like other interesting things that I've watched over the last. Oh, I started rewatching Firefly again.
How's Firefly hold up?
It holds up amazingly well. Granted, it may just be because I absolutely love Nathan Fillion, and
Nathan Fillion's pretty great.
the main character's name is literally just my name. Like, I'm just sitting there like, oh look, it's Malcolm, and I'm
right.
Malcolm.
Yeah.
I gotta hang out with Malcolm. This is amazing. And he's like he's my ideal like space captain. Like,
Hey, you're not allowed to come down later. That doesn't sound fair.
but no, yeah, I'm rewatching it with my girlfriend who's actually never seen it before, and so she's watching it for the first time, which is a very fun experience to get to watch her enjoy it and eventually feel the heartbreak of only.
I killed that man. I could have sworn I killed the skeleton. But okay.
Maybe he had
they
a
cheated.
respawn or
They
something.
ganged up on me. They cheated. It's hacks. I don't know.
Man, 2v2 is no fair.
It's really not fair. we're gonna go to town and we're gonna investigate things. And Firefly is good from what I remember.
Yeah, it's
only the one season, right? It's only like
it's not even one season, it's half a season.
It's only half a season?
They got 14 episodes.
Okay.
Like that's for now, like now that's a full season for some
Sometimes,
stuff.
it
But
depends.
like
I've no idea how
it should have had a full like 24 episode run was the original plan, but Fox, screwed them. And so
that was back when Fox was
terrible.
Impressive at screwing. Well, because they didn't just cancel them prematurely. First, they like changed their time slot 3 times or something like that.
The thing that happened, like the crazy combo of terrible stuff that was for Firefly was Fox aired the episodes out of order.
They did?
Yes, they aired them
didn't
out
know
of
that.
order. Because it's changed the time
There's
slot.
a linear plot in Firefly.
There is a linear plot. You cannot watch them out of order because it throws off stuff. There's some episodes that
Could
the middle of it, you could sort of switch them around a little bit, but the
still
first couple of episodes are very important to understand.
Well, it's also still like the kind of the modern show with format show where you have your format which you return to each week, which is Mal and the gang need to make money. But there's still like progression of Mal's character in relation to everyone else's character and all that kind of stuff. Which is
even the stuff like them getting a job will carry over to the next episode. Like episode 4 carries directly into episode 5 with the type of cargo they have.
Yeah, it was actually a little bit ahead of its time in a way because I don't think that really
they didn't really do that back in 2005. I think.
Yeah,
was when that aired.
2005, wow.
Yeah. Long time ago.
She doesn't have any cool weapons. Maybe we should get one of these these fancy ones from this guy.
Yeah,
let's see. Who had it? No, I gave it to. I think it was just, or was it him? I don't know. Let's talk to him first.
Let's talk to the dude on the throne. But no, yeah, like they aired the episodes out of order. They changed the time, like the date and time. They did not air any advertisements for it. Like no promos.
Oh wow.
Like
No wonder the show failed.
Exactly. Like. Everybody who watched it was like, this is amazing. I love this so much. Like, where's more? But the issue was like only, a tiny amount of people actually found out about it and saw it. And so Fox was like, you're not getting good ratings. We're canceling you. And there's a great scene in one of the blooper reels where the backstory behind it is they just gotten the announcement that they were canceled, and so everybody was feeling pretty down. And it's the episode where their old friend shows up like dead.
Oh
like
right,
his corpse is there, and then he wakes up and it's like he's smuggling drugs or something. But it's the scene where they're like standing around his like the open casket.
Yeah, I remember that scene.
As like their friend's like audio recording is playing, and like it's very somber. But the camera's like, how the camera's like panning from each person. In the blooper reel like bit of it, it pans past Nathan Fillion's face over to the doctor, and then Nathan Fillion again, and then like Kaylee, and then Mal again, and then somebody else, and he's been running around the camera. But there's no movement at all. He's just sitting there looking sad, and then it pans past him, and he sprints around to the other side. And then the last shot is it pans down to the corpse, and he's laying there with the corpse's hand over his head.
Oh, that sounds great.
And just like you can see the people trying, like the rest of the actors trying not to just laugh like uproariously at it, and they just cannot do it. Like. What's her name? Miranda Baccarin.
Do you think this is worth 1,000 souls, or more? Because we just need 1,000 souls.
What can we use those souls for?
We're gonna buy a weapon. We're gonna buy a great sword.
No, but I mean, like, what can we use those consumables for?
These just make souls.
Oh, they just make souls.
Yeah, because when you die, you lose all your souls, which you probably know.
Yeah.
These are you find in the world, and they are permanent reserve souls. They just sit there as an item, and then you can just pop them to turn them into souls.
Okay, that's cool.
We just need to figure out. We just don't want to overspend. That's.
Yeah.
I think this one's going to be 1,000. I was correct. Cool.
Perfect.
Because we're going to buy this great sword, because we can use it.
Holy Slayer, great sword.
And it's a cool new weapon. And we're not using it
just a little bit better at it.
Hopefully it hits
some potentially better chances.
I mean, look at it. It's pretty cool. It's an anti-skeleton weapon. I've decided right now, this very moment.
I love those anti-skeleton weapons, right?
Yeah, it's important to be against skeletons.
But no, yeah, like I really love Firefly, and Firefly was really a case of I not only love the world, but all of the characters were so well written. Like I'm a huge fan of Joss Whedon in general. You nailed it, Master Gamer. Perfect.
Hello. Well,
You're better at names than I am.
I just knocked that skeleton to bits.
Mm-hmm.
Have you heard of Nathan Fillion's new show?
Which
I haven't
one?
actually watched it because I'm not sure where to find it. But it's about Nathan Fillion being a famous guy.
You mean Alan Tudyk's show?
Oh, is it Alan?
It's Alan Tudyk's show. He's the main character, but
Nathan Fillion was in it.
Nathan Fillion is in it.
Okay,
Nathan Fillion plays the actor who like actually made it after the show got like canceled after its tiny run, and Alan Tudyk plays basically just Alan Tudyk, and it's great.
I didn't know Alan Tudyk was in it too. That makes me want to.
Alan Tudyk is the main character.
I want to watch it even more now.
It's so good. I watched it's like you can't find it like anywhere, but I watched like the first I think like 2. It's like on Yahoo something.
Alan Tudyk is the pilot, correct?
Alan Tudyk is the pilot. He plays Wash, who literally everybody loves, and I don't think I've ever
liked
heard
Alan
anybody
Tudyk in everything
like
I've seen him in.
I have not seen. Have you watched what's it? The horror movie that he did with the Tucker and Dale vs. Evil. So good.
Tucker and Dale vs. Evil is a great campy movie. If you guys like horror movies, you should probably watch Tucker and Dale vs. Evil. It's not quite a horror movie, but
it's a horror movie. It just takes the classic horror trope of hillbillies in the woods murdering college students and flips it on its head to be 2 hillbillies buy a cabin in the woods and then a bunch of college students go crazy and start killing themselves all over their property, and they are just freaked out about all of this murder that's happening. And it stars Alan Tudyk and
I don't remember that guy's name.
He's in a couple of other things. He's a cool dude. I've liked him in a lot of the stuff he's been in. But no, Alan Tudyk kills it in that. Oh my god, I love him so much in like the very brief role he has in Dollhouse, which if you've never watched it, you should totally watch it.
Dollhouse is kind of not great.
What do you mean? I love Dollhouse.
It's kind of not. It's creepy. Dollhouse is
a very creepy show.
I think it's also just it's got problems.
It's got a couple of problems, but I really like it. I think it does a great job of showcasing what's her name's acting ability, like the main girl who just gets to be a bunch of different people in every episode. That's amazing. I really like.
I jumped off way too soon. I don't know what I was thinking there. Yeah.
What are your issues with it? I'm intrigued.
It's been so long. I never liked it that much. I watched all of it. There is one thing that Dollhouse did, which was really cool, which I want to see an entire show built around the concept. Which is Dollhouse got canceled prematurely, just like every one of Joss Whedon's shows.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so what they did, instead of doing the thing where like they just have the end, the last season just ends randomly. They had like had a plot line set up.
Yeah, they had
Well, they had like pre-planned the show out for like 5 seasons or something.
Yeah.
So what they did for the last season,
the last episode of each season, right? The bit where they jump ahead to the future.
I don't know if it's the last episode of each season. It's just like they go through an entire like 5 seasons worth in one.
In the last season?
The last season is just
that was supposed to have been 4 seasons. What?
Yes, that's why it tastes like that.
That explains so much.
There's huge time jumps. Every episode is just like the pinnacle of drama at all times. It's just like the world is ending. Oh god, everything's going wrong. And then the next episode, like the same thing happens in a completely different way with different characters. Everyone dies horribly in new and exciting ways. Every episode.
I really liked Dollhouse. I liked a lot of what they did. Alan Tudyk was definitely my favorite character on it for the like 4 or 5 episodes that he's actually in it.
Dollhouse was also one of those shows that got kind of wrecked by the writer's strike, if everyone remembers that.
Oh my god.
So like some of my feelings for Dollhouse might be wrapped up in the fact that I was really annoyed about like when it was coming out if it was coming out, that kind of stuff.
Yeah. No, but the one actually I guess like the two shows that actually got like a full run were Angel and Buffy.
Right. Yes,
And, like,
he was involved in those. Angel got a full run?
It got like 5 seasons. Like
I guess it did, yeah.
I always forget that it got 5 seasons, and then like I'll go back and look at it on Netflix, and I'll be like, oh damn, there are 5 seasons of this. How are there 5 seasons? They killed off my favorite character in the first 12 episodes. The Irish Demon, for those of you who remember Angel at all. First 5.
I've never actually watched Angel.
It's a decent show.
I don't think I got to the point where it would
the
spin off from Buffy, so I never started it.
It's like season 3, I think.
Is that really how early it spins off?
Yeah, because they basically have like first season you got the Master, second season you got Spike and or Angel, then third season you got the Mayor, and at the end of the third season arc, Angel's just like, no, I can't. I'm not going to be with you because I'm too moody and like I can't handle this. And he's like, oh, goes off to LA right as everybody like basically everybody graduates. They murder the giant weird CG snake monster that the Mayor turns into. And Angel disappears, and so everybody's graduated, everybody's out of high school. The next season is them going to college, and Cordelia has left as well to go to LA to be an actor.
Okay.
And she is one of the... She's one of the new Scooby Squad for LA.
Okay.
Which is pretty cool.
So I've never... See, I had assumed that he was going to come back, because from the point where Angel leaves, it doesn't seem like he's going to be the hero of his own story, really.
Well, that's the thing, is that Angel is the most reluctant hero possible in that one. And it's like, in episode 1, it's like, Angel's just been living in a basement in LA, not doing anything. But then a vampire starts killing people in a nightclub, and he's like, all right, I guess I kind of have to show up and stop this. And like, Cordelia ends up being one of the targets. And so Angel's like, crap. And like, helps her out, and she's like, perfect. And she and this like demon who can sort of see the future just are like, all right, cool. We're gonna set up a detective agency called Angel Investigations. And he's like, what? No, hold on. I didn't sign up for this. Hold on. Take a step back. I don't want to do this. And then they're like, not yet. Don't worry about it. We'll run everything. And he's like, excessive groan as he's like, I don't want to do this. I'm broody anti-hero man. But yeah, like,
what was his deal? He was like the only vampire that had a soul or something.
So the whole deal with Angel is that Angel got cursed by gypsies with a gypsy curse that gave him his soul back, but takes it away if he has a moment of true pleasure. Or
actual,
he's
not allowed to have sex. He's not allowed to have sex.
he can't have sex. That's the conclusion to that thing. Which
because it was a teenage drama.
Well, it was a teenage drama, but that was also the season that Joss Whedon wasn't one of the primary writers for it. Like, somebody else took over as the writer, and you can tell because it goes from it being like actual plot stuff to, oh my god, teenage romance. Everyone's sleeping with everyone.
That's the most teenage romance season, probably.
Season 3 is definitely the most teenage romance season because you have Xander and Cordelia being a thing, but also having the weird love triangle with Willow and Oz having the weird love triangle with like Xander and Cordelia as well. Like those four having like a weird like non-Euclidean structured triangle of all liking each other and like Buffy
but
and
not
Angel
really, but liking the wrong person. The person they're not currently sleeping with.
Yeah, exactly. And then Buffy and Angel like being like both simultaneously being like, I want to be with you, but I can't, but I want to, but I can't. Because of the whole like Angel being
just had a weird
season 2.
Is Twilight Buffy season 3? Is that what Twilight is?
It is a little bit. I mean, no.
How is it
but
not?
Yes.
Though? Like that's
like.
I mean, there's
it's
more,
a little bit that.
There's also werewolves, but that's
the
biggest difference I can think of. Oz is a werewolf. That's one of the episode plots is that
like a werewolf is killing people and like, oh no, it's gonna get Oz, and then it turns out to be Oz, and they're like, oh god.
Awkward.
Okay, I guess we're just gonna chain you up for the full moon every night. Yes, Dark Souls does have a story to it, but it's rather convoluted and hard to figure out unless you spend a lot of time looking for all of the tidbits for it. And like that's
We've
just the
seen
story,
some story bits.
for Dark Souls itself. Like each Dark Souls game has its own like minimal story aspect of what you're doing, but the like overall story and plot stuff for the whole Dark Souls world is very subtly hidden, and like you can't figure it out unless look, the glitch is still there. I guess that's just like
I guess that's still part.
I guess
of
that's
like,
just one of the parts that's gonna have that. But no, yeah, it's got like there's a lot of very
look, it
in-depth,
continues,
deep.
actually.
It does. Oh,
I think it's
cool.
right there too.
Yeah.
But
no, yeah, it can. There's a whole like arc to the Dark Souls like background that's very complicated and a little bit hard to like. It's hard to figure out exactly what the whole thing is unless you've gotten to unless you've spent a while looking it up. I saw a huge thing that was just explaining all the backstory about Dark Souls on the internet and like spent.
we could do. We could do a
reading
little
it.
bit of a rundown of like the general plot idea here.
Yeah. You know it better than I do, so.
We're in. Okay, so the world is kind of fallen. We're at the end of the Age of Fire. That's like, so the big themes are fire and darkness and humanity, or like the big bullet points of Dark Souls. So we're at the end of the Age of Fire. At the beginning of the Age of Fire, there were great lords, like magical godlike figures that were good and awesome. And now they've like withered and died, and their magic is waning from the world, I think is sort of the idea. And for whatever reason, this has made people have the dark sign, which just means you're immortal. You keep coming back, and you keep coming back to life. You're an undead. And the only way an undead dies is when you give up. So that part is actually tied into the gameplay. The story of Dark Souls is you're an undead questing to go to reach the end to recover the remaining power of the lords, because all the lords have lost their minds, have turned away from the light, have gone crazy,
evil.
Or evil, or whatever they're doing. They all have slightly different. They're spooky now, yeah. They all have slightly different stories. Or somebody's stolen their power and usurped it for their own. You know, the whole classic thing. What happens to magical beings? And so we're trying to do that, and we're an undead. And the only way an undead loses its sentience is if it gives up. So if we give up, that fits the story, because there will be other undeads after us. Also, we'll encounter characters along the way who are struggling. Everyone in Dark Souls is struggling. No one's having a good time.
Dark Souls is just a bad place.
Yes.
Like
so,
the world of Dark Souls is not.
There's no sunshines nor rainbows.
Like a series of unfortunate events.
Look
if
away.
you are looking for a happy time, you should look elsewhere.
That worked out really well. I didn't even mean to trigger that trap. I missed that.
A lot more damage with this greatsword.
Yeah, we do. It's working out pretty well.
It's making this a lot easier.
Oh, and I wasn't even using it two-handed.
You weren't?
Nope.
You can use a greatsword one-handed in this game?
We're a badass.
We're a badass action hero. We don't need to use a greatsword with two hands.
Two hands, one hand too many. We can be making rude gestures with the other hand.
But no, yeah, isn't part of the whole Dark Souls thing like the world is trying to move on, but because humanity won't let go and let the light go out?
If we let the light, so that's all of the Dark Souls games that were released. I'm not sure about this one because I haven't beat this one. The last two, at the end of the game, you accumulate all the power and you have a choice. Or actually, you don't have a choice in Dark Souls 2, I don't think. Maybe you do? I don't remember. And you choose to give it all up to reignite the fire for just a little bit longer. It's not a long-term fix.
It's not a permanent fix. It's you basically get to
do we want to go
reset
that way?
it just long enough that it can stay lit. And it being lit is sort of what's causing
all of
the
this.
world is trying to move on, but it's stuck where it is.
Heavily implied if the age ended, things would be much better for humanity, because humanity is of darkness, not of fire.
Well,
So
it'd be much better for humanity and the world in general because the world wouldn't be stuck in like a basically limbo between the two.
Yes.
Between the two ages, and like
it's not quite clear who it's good for to continue
Yeah.
the age, besides those who have great power. So yeah, that's.
But yeah, it's
sort of Dark Souls in a nutshell. I don't know what else.
It's a very interesting world and a very interesting backstory, but it's like very. It's hard to get the backstory from the game itself unless you go out of your way to look for all of the explanations.
There are
and
some
stuff.
great videos on YouTube about the lore of Dark Souls.
Yeah.
If you're interested in that.
What he said. There are some very, very in-depth videos that explain all of the reasoning and stuff behind it.
And there's story beyond just the overall thing we're talking about. Like each boss will have its own sort of story
Some
and
very
like
in-depth
reasons for
how
why
it became what it is. And
why is it a
it's
boss?
there.
Why is it something you're fighting rather than talking to? That's bad. That's bad.
Da, 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 da.
Oh hey. Hey, buddy.
I still really want to see somebody do an Indiana Jones playthrough where they just use
Just
a
a
whip the
whip.
entire time.
Man, I know you want us to do the whip, but the whip is just so bad.
The whip
It's
is
so
bad. I don't want
terrible.
us to do it.
Oh,
We
okay.
would never beat the game at that point. Or at least I would never beat the game at that point. Oh, it says Pasadena City College. Sorry. Yeah. It's backwards, I think, and like the text is super faded because it's an old shirt, but and it's also supposed to look faded as well. But yeah, it says Pasadena City College because I'm a city college student taking those community classes.
It's gotta be so close to a bonfire, just somewhere.
It's like literally just right around the corner at this point.
It's not up here. Maybe it is up there.
And just move away. Go the other direction.
Maybe it's behind one of the. Maybe it's behind here.
Maybe.
Another skeleton man. He saw us.
God, literal skeleton ninjas.
They got like. They're
They got,
not.
like,
They're kukris, I
even-
believe. Actually,
They even have like a shuriken attack.
They're not actual shurikens.
They're bones.
No, they're
Or-
kukri.
Oh, they are?
Yeah. So I guess that means he's an Australian ninja. Not.
Maybe. I
Not.
mean, he's using a Egyptian sword.
Oh, maybe. Oh, yeah,
That's
he
a-
must be an
that's a
Egyptian ninja. That's what it is. Kukri or Egyptian.
I think that's how you pronounce it, right? The Kopesh?
He came back.
The curved hooked sword.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're correct about that. Came back.
No, but yeah.
We're out of flasks. We're in a good place right now.
Such a good place.
Can we upset this man
Run
too?
away, run away.
I know what to do. I have the best plan. See, there's boulder here. So we're gonna trick them into getting crushed by the boulder. If they follow us. On the other hand, we might be safe. Okay, so there's down here too. Oh no. There's slimes?
See, we are playing Slime Rancher.
See those guys? It
Those
might
guys
be
have
hard
a
for you.
giant wheel through them, don't they?
Yes, they're skeletons with a giant wheel through them. It might be hard for the audience to see those. Those are the worst enemy.
The worst enemies.
The
to fight,
worst
period.
enemy in the entire series of the games. I hate them. I don't know how to handle them.
Can we just set up some explosives to deal with it?
Not really. Follow it up. Oh, there's a branch. Good. Hey, we found it.
Hey!
I knew it was so close.
Just right there.
We're gonna rest here. I think we can upgrade our greatsword. Let's upgrade our greatsword.
Let's make it a greater sword.
Mm-hmm. The greatest sword. It's actually, for a greatsword in this game, it's kind of small.
True. You're not wrong. It
Because
is the
we
size
have-
of our player. It is still kind of small.
We have this one.
Oh my god.
We can't
is
use
that?
it effectively, obviously. We also have this one, which is it's so dinky.
Nice
it's a one hand. He doesn't even put it over his shoulder.
I actually
It's so
haven't
small.
watched all of the seasons of Game of Thrones, Master Gamer. I've only seen like the first 1.5. It's
you
on
read all
my
of the
list.
Game
I
of
have not
Thrones?
read all of the Game of Thrones either. I know the general overarching
We also got this
plot.
one. That's a big.
That's a
sword.
cool looking one.
This is okay. So that's what like if we're 6 feet tall.
That is at least a 7-foot sword. Probably 8. But no, yeah. I don't know what my favorite one is. I haven't watched all of them yet. It's on my list. I'm slowly slogging through it, but I have probably close to 100 different shows I'm trying to catch up on right now.
Are you reacting to the swords or the not seeing season Game of Thrones? I would argue personally that along with the books, the best episode of Game of Thrones is the first one.
The first episode of Game of Thrones is very, very good.
Season. First season of
episode. The first episode is also very good. I
don't remember.
I agree with both of those statements.
I didn't.
yeah. Who are you throwing shade over there? Not having watched till a couple of months ago.
I don't think I've finished the last season. I had this weird experience where I just wasn't watching them because I read the books, and then I would be invited to viewing parties, so I would see the first episode and the last episode.
Well, I've had the really weird experience of my girlfriend and her dad watch it, and so I've seen the season finale of the last 2 seasons, but I haven't seen any of the other episodes. Like I've seen the season finale and just
the season finale of the last season was pretty good.
Oh, it was really good.
The episode before that was terrible.
I don't know what the episode before that was. So
it's the Battle of the Bastards. It's got the worst fantasy military tactics I've seen. I think it's embarrassing.
But no, yeah. No, yeah. I haven't watched Game of Thrones. It's on my list of stuff that I need to watch and or read. But it's
there's such different things now that
the books and the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean they're still following the same basic beats because
they're following the large. They're following the very large
small scale
beats.
stuff is very different.
The small scale. It's also like, that was okay.
Abrupt.
I did not expect you guys to be here. Can't go in that room yet. No, I can't. Okay. Wait until the last possible second. Oh, it hit us too. It hits on the way back. How do you live? How do you survive?
I think he stepped out of the way.
Oh wow, that's a smart guy. Where is it?
Yeah. Oh, you know what show I really need to rewatch? I haven't seen in forever. I mean,
oh no. Oh, we spawned right there. It's fine.
There's a lot of shows that are on my list of shows that I need to rewatch and whatnot. But I need to rewatch Leverage.
What's Leverage? I've never even heard of Leverage.
Heard of Leverage?
I've never heard of Leverage.
Right. So, are you a fan of heist movies at all?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Did you have you ever watched and did you like the A-Team? Like the original A-Team?
I never watched the A-Team.
Do you know the basic concept behind it, though?
I know who the A-Team are, yes.
Okay. So, Leverage, the best way I've found to describe it is it's basically about a bunch of, like, professional criminals who go around stealing stuff for a good cause.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they go around, like, stealing back money that people have stolen away from a bunch of
they're the good thieves, right?
They're the thieves with the heart of gold,
or at least the thieves that are thieving from people worse than them, right?
But
are they heart of gold? Okay.
They're pretty heart of gold.
Oh no!
Oh god!
Oh, hey, we're fine.
Okay, we're not dead.
We dodged and we're fine.
We dodged part of that. But no, yeah. Leverage basically follows around these 5 criminals as they steal stuff and be good. It's basically modern day A-Team, for all intents and purposes.
So is goofy? Or are we talking tone-wise?
It's pretty goofy.
Okay.
They do a very good job of it being a very goofy show. It has 5 seasons. The catchphrase is like, "Let's go steal a blank," which has been anything from concert hall to country.
Oh,
like
cool.
they've done a bunch of very great stuff.
So
They've
wait.
Not
wait,
literally.
Wait. No. I have to ask this important question.
All right, go ahead.
Are they bringing to promise the reality of Carmen Sandiego? Are they bringing Carmen Sandiego to the reality I've always wanted it to be?
I don't know.
No one does. I want somebody to do Carmen Sandiego.
So
like,
it's not quite like
I stole a monument. It's gone.
They
now.
don't literally steal monuments. I mean,
Damn it.
there has been an episode where they literally stole a monument.
Mm-hmm. But it was the deed instead of like.
Well, no, they actually stole a monument in one episode. But it's not quite like stealing an entire, like that's not what happens usually. Usually it's more of like they will like just play off that it's theirs so that they can get to whatever the ultimate end goal of the show is. Like in one, they need to steal a instrument because it's extremely valuable and was, stolen from the people who originally had it. And the way they do that is they host a concert by basically hijacking a concert hall and being like, "No, we're definitely the proprietors here." But you've got your mastermind character, you've got your thief, you've got your like computer guy, you've got your dude who's really good at hitting things, you've got your like charismatic, bluffy person who does all of the talking. Actually, the intro to the show is you've got your hitter, your hacker, your grifter, and your thief.
Right.
And then you've got the mastermind who brings it all together.
You got your D&D classes.
It's exactly your D&D classes, but it's truly an enjoyable experience to watch.
I had him, and then there was a rat. I
had him. Rat double team.
I had him. You don't say otherwise.
Yeah, but no. Leverage is a really good.
It sounds like a good.
It's a good show. It's enjoyable to watch. It's actually another show that has. I was talking with Alan earlier about how the dude who plays Badger on Firefly and Crowley in Supernatural and was a lawyer in Battlestar Galactica apparently is like just in everything, and he's in that as
Badger?
the same. Yeah, he's the. Remember the like dude on the one planet they keep going back to, Persephone, where he's constantly like talking to them about doing jobs for him, and he's all like pretending to be a legitimate businessman, but is kind of just a skeevy dude.
I think so.
He's got the bowler hat and the British accent.
That guy. Yes, he plays the same character
the same character pretty much everywhere, and I love him every time I've seen him.
All universes, for some reason, require like anyone with a Cockney. All universes, for some reason, require
the
a
same
shady
Cockney,
man with a Cockney
guy.
accent. I don't know why, but it's.
I mean, in Supernatural, he plays a little bit more than just a shady man with a Cockney accent, as he plays like a bureaucrat of hell who becomes the king of hell.
Does he have a Cockney accent?
He does have a Cockney accent.
He's a shady guy with a Cockney accent.
He also instead of being like I'm gonna just cause a bunch of destruction and chaos, literally turns hell into a very efficient business.
Of course,
of sorts. Mm-hmm. Like the basically. You go to hell early in the show, and it's like horrible. People are being tortured everywhere. Like Dean spends like a year down there, which feels like 100 years, and like it's bad. Then later they end up going back to hell, and you find out that Crowley's just turned it into an endless DMV line.
That sounds pretty good.
He's just like, no, yeah, this is
modernized the place.
This is way more efficient, and we have to put in literally no work. It's great. But in that he plays like a bureaucrat. In Leverage he plays a. So the basic plot of Leverage is it follows around Nate, who's like the main dude. He's a former like the basic plot you get from the first like couple of episodes that get everybody together is you've got Nate who gets hired. He's an ex like security consultant or not security. An ex insurance consultant who will like chase down that same guy again.
He's got two kookeries. Not kookeries. What you
Kopesh?
Kopesh. He's got two Kopeshes. No wonder he's so hard.
He's dope. He's got two swords. What's better than one sword?
Two swords.
But no, yeah. So Leverage has the main characters who are Nate, who's an ex security consultant for an insurance like company. He basically went around investigating insurance claims and making sure that it wasn't like insurance fraud and stuff, and basically thinking like thieves who would steal stuff and making sure that there wasn't like a better way to prevent it. But the same insurance company let his son die of cancer, and he's all like he basically spent all of his money on that, got fired, and just sort of became a drunk and like crashed and burned, and like that was his life. And so the first episode is somebody showing up to him and being like, all right, look, these guys, the same company who insured your stuff is insuring these plans that were stolen from me by this company. So if you will run this squad of criminals that I have assembled, who are the best squad of criminals I can possibly find, to like plan it out and steal it back for me, I will give you a huge amount of money, and you can get back at the company who like screwed you over and let your son die. And Nate
sounds like a good
begrudgingly is like, all right, sure, I'll do it. I'll get this squad together. And so he goes around assembling the crew and like getting them all together. And you get Nate, who's like the brain of the operation. Then you get Hardison, Alec Hardison, who's the like computers guy, and like I love him so much. He's been in a lot of stuff as well. Like mostly as side characters. Like this show is the one where he's like an actual like main character for it. But like I keep seeing him show up in other shows and being like, oh my god, I love this guy. He's been in so much. But you've got Alec Hardison, who's the computers guy. You've got Parker, who's a little bit crazy thief. She's great. Her character's wonderful. Then you've got I forget what his name is, but you've got the dude who's really good at punching stuff. Like not really good at not just really good at punching stuff, but he's the hitter. What he does is he
he's the muscle.
People.
He's the muscle. Yeah.
Also a very good chef, as we learn in one of the episodes, as he ends up having to be the sous chef, or not the sous chef, but the head chef for a mobster's wedding.
I feel like that's weirdly stereotypical at this point. I don't know.
Like the dude who's crazy, like the crazy muscular guy, is also a chef. Like that has to be a trope.
I don't know why.
I don't know why it's a trope, but it definitely has.
It's probably because it's the talent that like makes the most sense in a weird way, right? Because
like the dude who's like,
because he takes care of himself. So
he takes care of himself. He's very careful and meticulous, and so cooking is a natural extension of that, because it's you got to be careful with chopping stuff.
I mean, it's either that or he likes classical music, right? So
yeah.
But then you like, is he actually secretly a villain because he likes classical music?
No.
But that's the problem.
Yeah,
because that's such a thing now.
The trope of being like, yes, he's listening to classical music and stapling his fingers. He must be evil.
Well, somebody's being horribly tortured, right?
Exactly.
Silently.
The casual walking past is just horrible things happening in the background. I don't know. It's caves.
It's caves.
Caves are always interesting.
We finally
found a lizard.
That was a cool move. Didn't really hurt the lizard.
The crazy spin move.
That lizard.
What? It just clipped through the wall.
The lizard died. We got the lizard.
Okay. I'm okay with that.
So we need to be very quiet here. Very quiet. Nope, I tried to kick and I messed it up. Well, it worked out in the end.
It's all good. Suspension bridge is wearing thin.
Yeah,
it's creaking ominously.
Looks fine. I'm sure it'll be fine, right? Okay. So I believe there's like a billion. There's a billion skeletons.
All right. But no, yeah. It's just a great show in general.
It sounds like a good show.
It's pretty well written. They don't take themselves too seriously. Like they're very happy to have ridiculous things happen. If I remember correctly, there's an episode.
You did compare it to the A-Team.
Yeah, like it's a modern day A-Team, and it's like nobody I know has heard of it, and it's just so sad because it's a show that I love so much. Like you haven't even heard of it.
I've never heard of it. Is it on Netflix?
It is on Netflix. The entire run is on Netflix.
Oh, great.
Like, you should definitely check it out if you get the chance. And you're hankering for some. But that's the thing, is that like it combines the A-Team.
So I just dodged the rope bridge entirely. Should we go back and use the rope bridge?
I kind of want to see if it'll drop us down.
Let's use the rope bridge. Slowly or fastly? What do you think? Because we could like walk across or we could run across.
We really should do it carefully.
Okay, let's be careful.
But I've always been a fan of the fast and reckless way.
No, this seems fine.
All right, what does the message say? Oh God.
Well, that happened.
Hit the bridge. See if you can drop it.
We hit both sides? Yeah, there it goes.
Yeah.
There's some of them survived.
There's a lot of them over there.
Yeah,
which is
that's fine.
somewhat worrying, but I think we're, for the most part, past them.
We're definitely, they can't get this way.
Wait, what did that say?
Be wary of old codger, I think.
Yeah.
Be wary of old codger. So, do you know how the messages in this game work?
You can just leave them wherever you want, pretty much, right?
No, they come from vocabulary words. So there's like you assemble words together from a predetermined list. That's why you'll see old codger a bunch, because it's one of the sillier options.
Yeah. Okay. That's
cool. Arm. There's also like a lot of messages will start with try because it's one of the. And then
it's one of the first couple of bits you can choose.
Should we touch the goblet?
Touch it, of course.
It's got a skull, so I'm sure it's safe.
That's a cool looking goblet.
It's mostly
look at our beautiful lacy hands.
the wrinkled corpse covered in lace.
The wrinkled ominous corpsey hand, just covered in very gentle.
For anyone
lace.
wondering, we are underneath all of that. Actually, a dude.
We're just a dude who appreciates the finer things in life.
This is ominous. I'm sure this will be fine.
Very ominous. No, this is clearly we're gonna get a nice tea party here.
Nice tea party. Once the black smoke clears.
Yeah, the black smoke is gonna clear, and it's gonna be all of our best friends, and it's gonna be great. But yeah, it's like the A-Team meets just like heist movies, because every episode is like a heist movie. Because like the A-Team was very much just oh dear.
That's a hand. Oh, there he is. Hello.
Oh, hi there. This is a spooky looking boss.
Should we smash his glowy wrist things? Probably, right?
Break the bracelets.
He's not actually really hurting me much. He's coming closer, which is concerning.
Hit him in the jaw.
I'm gonna try.
Got one of them glass jaws.
I'm not sure if I can act. No, I can't. Okay, you can.
Go. Actually does a decent amount of damage.
He's just got a bajillion health.
Yeah, he's got a bajillion health, but he moves very slowly, so his attacks are very hard. Like
he's not even like he's just trying to hit somebody else, not even us.
He's trying to hit the skeletons that are summoned. If we move back from him, I think we're going to be in a lot worse of shape because all of his attacks are going to be hitting us.
He's moving up. He's like actually crawling up slowly.
Oh, he is?
Yeah.
Huh.
Have you not seen?
I did not notice that we were moving ever so slightly backwards.
He's got a sword now? He's got way too many friends. He's got a sword now and so many skeleton buddies.
Yeah. So many spooky, scary skeletons sending shivers down my spine.
Oh, Jesus. That just one-shot us. I don't even know what happened.
No, we're not dead. We're not dead.
Oh, we're not dead. We're not dead.
We're just not dead.
Okay. What is happening right now? He's so big, I can't tell.
He's so big, we're having trouble actually seeing what the dealio is.
Oh, there we go. That is how you kill him.
Okay, so yeah, break the bracelets.
Break the bracelets. Think we can do this in one? I kind of think we might.
Why would you say anything? I wasn't saying anything. We've jinxed it. We're dead now.
Don't double jinx.
That's the only thing worse than a jinx. A double jinx. Boom. But no, yeah.
That knocks him back too.
It does. The fun thing about Leverage is that it follows like the classic archetype for a heist movie of they come up with a crazy plan.
Oh no.
Explain it as they execute it. No.
The smoke is bad. He's got like body odor issues.
Oh god.
But hey, we can do it. I believe in us.
We know how to do it.
It's also really easy to get to. So, also that was like 9,000 souls. So we should get those.
Yeah, we probably should. Probably. It'd be a good idea.
I'm good. If you want to read a book instead of watch a TV show,
yeah.
Which, why would you? You should try The Lies of Loch Lamorna.
Oh my god, I've heard so many good things about that.
If you like heist shows.
I really need to. I've been meaning to read the Gentleman Bastard series.
It's really good. The first one's really good. Then the second one's really good, and the third one I'm not less sure about. But I hope I'm sure it'll get good again.
Yeah. We did our best, Master Gamer.
In fact, my biggest problem with the third one is that there was some love triangle-ness that wasn't great.
You're not a fan of the love triangles?
It doesn't always work well. There's a lot of angstiness, and it just.
Yeah, angstiness can work in
But
a
it was
book,
like
but you
teenage.
need
It
to
was
do
like
right.
flashback teenage angstiness. So.
Flashback teenage angstiness. That's like the worst way to do that.
Because there's a significant amount of angstiness in the second one.
Already.
But it's like legit because bad things happen in the first book. It's actually one of the other cool things about the series, which I'm a personal fan of. When a thing happens and the author lets it have consequence, I think that's good.
Yeah.
And the Gentleman Bastard series is full of consequence. Everything has consequence.
That's great.
Oh no, he turned around too soon. But yeah, it's about a plucky a team of heisters, and they go steal stuff.
No, yeah, I'd love to.
And then reluctantly be the good guys a bit sometimes, but very reluctantly.
Yeah, but like
as a plan C. And it's you mostly become the good guys because it lets you screw over the guy you don't like.
You're the good guys solely because it puts you in an advantageous position. Or
Yes,
at the very least
basically.
puts your enemies in a bad position.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That was 11,000 souls.
We got a few, we dropped some skeletons. Should we fight them again or spend our souls or something? I think we should. I think we can take him. I just need to maintain my distance better. And now we know to not try whacking him in the jaw or anything. Just go right for that.
He doesn't have a glass jaw. He's got glass wrists.
They're so shiny. I mean, must have been.
No. I guess the general like Dark Souls mantra is aim for the glowy bits.
Most bosses don't have as obvious weaknesses. It is aim for the extremities though.
Aim for the obvious sticky outy bits, I guess.
You can cut people's like arms and tails off a lot. In fact, tails are a major source of weapons. Did you know that?
I did know that actually. It's like
he's like breathing. Oh, he's like making
barfing out
skeletons.
Ghost and spooky skeletons.
That came right on my head.
But no, yeah, I've heard really good things about the Loch Lamora series, and another friend of mine who also recommended that I read the Brothers Grossbart, I think.
I've not heard of that one.
It might be it's basically like think German fairy tales, but very much like the Grimm Brothers movie.
Oh, okay.
Like the one have you seen the Grimm Brothers movie?
Yes,
one with,
it's been a while.
Matt Damon and Heath Ledger.
It's not a good movie.
What are you talking about? It is a terribly amazing movie. Like it's so trashy and so bad and
you
so
can like
campy,
it,
and I love it.
You can like it. That's fine.
Okay, you're right. It is not a good movie, but it is an enjoyable movie at the very least.
I was being sucked away.
That was a very
easy boss fight.
Yeah.
He was an heir of fire.
Apparently. But yeah, apparently it's similar to the Brothers Grimm like movie, and that it follows around two brothers who are a little bit con men trying to basically.
Oh right, they were con men, weren't they?
I know that movie was so good because like they literally spent the entire first half of the movie being like, no, monsters don't exist. What are you talking about? And then
I felt like more it was like the first 10 minutes. Maybe I'm no. Okay, no, wait. I'm confusing the Brothers Grimm with Van Helsing a bit, which is bad.
There's also the
Van Helsing is a horse movie.
Hansel and Gretel.
I've not seen that one.
Which is with Jeremy Renner and one other person. And oh my god, the big plot twist at the end of that movie is that Jeremy Renner has diabetes and has to keep taking insulin shots.
That's a plot twist?
Well, it's not a plot twist, but like the entire movie, he's like
he's like injecting himself or something?
And he's like injecting himself every time the clock goes off. And like at the end, it turns out that he's got insulin because he ate too much candy in the witch's house at the end of like he ate so much candy he gave himself diabetes.
Seriously?
That is part of that is one of the bits.
So it's like this. They set it up as this big mystery, big sinister thing.
I mean, not really. Like it's just that was one of the things that I latched onto when I watched it. Just like that is hilarious and wonderful.
But he's just injecting
it's just like he's got insulin and that's the big twist.
Okay, so what should we level up?
I don't know.
If we're using great swords, we could be more strengthy. I want endurance. I keep running out of endurance. That's the right one, right? Yeah. I need stamina. I always need stamina.
Always need the stamina.
It also gives us higher resistances, which is nice. And let's go. Let's progress. We killed another boss.
For sure. But no, yeah, like I have a serious soft spot for like terrible movies that are very campy.
Sure.
Like
So do you
I can't go wrong.
Do you
with
like
them.
Van Helsing, then?
I don't think I've actually seen Van Helsing.
It's a worse Hansel and Gretel.
It's been on my list. I don't know that I've actually gotten around to watching it.
It's one of those movies with like the villain has a convoluted plot, but the convoluted plot is based on like the reality they decided to depict. So it's just like this. Ooh. You want to change our thing to the Boreal Valley now?
Yeah, sure.
Dark Souls has some nice vistas.
Absolutely.
Here, if you want, let me get. We're gonna get spelling real quick to get this right. Right here.
Nailed it.
Yeah. So it's got the thing about Van Helsing is it's got weird things that Dracula needs to weird problems that Dracula needs to solve in weird way that they then choose to solve in
in
weird
wacky
ways.
shenanigans.
Yeah.
You can't
But
go
I guess
wrong with
there's
weird
no point
wacky shenanigans.
in not spoiling the weird thing. Is that Dracula wants to take over the world? No, Dracula wants to have children,
Huh.
but he's a vampire.
Look, it's finally an RUS.
Sure, I guess this could be an RUS. I was
Very
thinking more
mutated RUS.
horrible
but
dog monster, but we can go with RUS.
It struck me as rat-like.
I guess this is a bit.
Like it might just be like the teeth and like the head size
I think it's
compared to the body.
The head shape, maybe too.
Yeah, for
Bitey.
sure. Very bitey.
Oh, good, that missed me.
We just walk around under its legs.
That's sometimes a good plan with the quadrupedal bosses. I cut off his tail, I wonder. Oh, that one hit me. And we lost our Ember.
We are
Yes.
dead.
Probably for the best, so we don't get invaded. I wonder if we could just leave
Run
him.
past him.
Just leave him.
Just run away. Possibly.
Possible. Van Helsing's children are dead because he's undead. So his children are dead. Then I don't know why exactly.
He has zombie babies,
No, he's just
or just his children
dead.
are dead.
They're just not alive.
Okay, so like maybe it's that like
They don't really
died-
explain it.
they died in the past, and so he's trying to bring them back.
No,
No, they're just dead.
he's got Dracula has wives,
Of course.
so the children This seems bad. This seems like a bad place to be. That just killed us.
Well, we're dead. Good times.
Yeah, so his wives, the children they have are just not alive.
Huh.
It's weird.
That is.
And so he's
that
got a
is
factory full of
definitely
them.
weird. But no, yeah, like I love the Mummy movies. I love Evil Dead. I love Underworld.
Right.
Underworld's
Yes.
terrible but amazing at the same time. Like just campy horror is one of my loves. And just
Underworld.
Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. Can we take a moment to appreciate that movie existed?
Those who do not hold the doll cannot.
Maybe we gotta kill the rat thing.
What doll?
Maybe one that the rat has inside it.
Maybe the rat has a doll inside it? Sure.
You never know.
I guess we have to kill this rat and see if he's got a doll.
Yep.
He might have a doll.
Maybe. Maybe it's a rat that
He
like
previously ate somebody with a doll.
maybe he just really likes dolls.
He just really likes dolls.
We find his rat nest and it's got an entire like just arrangement of dolls on the back wall.
He spawns in behind us too, I think.
He just drops it. Oh nope, he does just spawn in.
Where would he drop from?
Like just inside the
Oh,
like wall thingy right there.
he need me. Okay, the standing underneath him is not working out anymore.
Yep.
I need to dodge when he's attacking and ow, and not
Not get chomped.
not get chomp. maybe we missed something too. It's like maybe
Possibly. We may have just run past whatever it is we need.
I feel like there's some we didn't explore the swamp super much.
We went all over that swamp.
Or maybe not the swamp, maybe the bits before the swamp.
We may not have explored like the caves completely.
Okay.
The caves we were just in.
I don't think there's too much to explore.
No?
No. Like maybe we missed something in the catacombs.
Possibly.
Now, maybe we have to buy the doll from somebody.
Maybe.
I'm doing real bad against this guy. Let's see if we can buy a doll. Maybe we can buy a doll.
Maybe we can buy a doll.
There is that key. Also, there's a key at the Firelink Shrine. Maybe we need to go do that, and then it'd be nice if we could kill that guy, but I want to break.
We can
from
wait.
him. Yeah. So remember, there's that ninja at the Firelink Shrine. Let's go fight him. We could probably take him down.
Ninja at the Firelink Shrine?
He was like a naked guy with a huge katana, or not a katana, but a huge Japanese sword, curved blade sword. There's this.
Huh. I mean, not.
Can't interact with
Apparently, the fog sparks when you.
Maybe that's where the final boss is or something.
Maybe. But no, yeah.
There's fog.
Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. I love that movie so much.
Maybe that was just a loading screen. Okay.
Potentially. You ever seen Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure?
Is it the first one or the second one?
First one, not Bogus
Yes,
Journey.
I've seen the first
Excellent
one.
Adventure is amazing. Bogus Journey is mediocre.
Seen Bogus Journey. So there's stuff back here. There's like this.
Though
door.
they do end up getting into a twister match with death in Bogus Journey.
I've heard good things about Bogus Journey. Mixed things. It's like
it's enjoyable, but it's not a great movie, and like it lacks some of the charm that the original one had. Like the original, like it reuses a lot of the same sorts of jokes, and like it just doesn't feel like a. They don't do enough new stuff that works, and they do a decent amount of new stuff that doesn't work.
this guy.
But no, yeah. Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure is one of my favorite movies.
It's a pretty good movie.
It's so good. Me and a friend of mine went as Bill and Ted for Halloween one year. It was pretty great. I was running around in like humongous jeans and a crop top. Just being like, this has been a most excellent day. Let us journey to the Circle K to find ourselves some sustenance. Whoa. It's been a while. No, we like nailed down the dialect they use, like their speech patterns. We learned all of like the words they typically use, the words they like. We went like full on for this costume.
Okay, that's cool.
It was a pretty great costume. We also air guitared all the time.
Of course. That's like the main thing, isn't it?
That is the main thing. Just excellent. How are you?
Wait, I escaped before. Was it this way?
Maybe.
It was this way. I don't know what that fog door is about. That's weird. I tend to like actually bad movies, like extremely horrible movies, not just the kind of bad ones.
Not just campy bad ones.
Not just
that are
campy
bad
ones,
because
like
that are enjoyable because they're bad, but like
ones
have good
that
redeemable
have
qualities about
no
them.
redeemable qualities that were made extraordinarily cheaply that like don't understand like the conceits of filming enough to actually use them well.
Oh God, I went to Riff Tracks a few months ago.
Yeah, like riff track worthy stuff.
I love Mystery Science Theater 3000. It's one of my favorite things. I used to watch it all the time when I was a kid. Now I watch Riff Tracks whenever I get the chance.
I've never actually super enjoyed riff tracks.
No?
Or Mystery Science Theater.
Never been a fan of like the commentary bits.
Yeah, I don't know.
I
just like watching the bad movie.
We watched the Riff Tracks I went to. We watched a movie called Carnival of Souls. That sounds good. Oh my god, it was the worst movie I've ever seen. Like, it was so bad, they were struggling to actually make jokes about it. It's the slowest, most boring,
Oh no.
terribly paced thing ever. And the entire movie's plot is like a bad campfire story that could have been told in about a minute.
You want to just give us the
I will
plot
give
here
you the rundown of
because-
the plot.
I'm sorry, everyone. Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alerts for the prestigious movie Carnival of Souls. All right, the basic plot starts out. First 5 minutes, these girls, for whatever, like literally no reason, get into a drag race with these guys.
Of course, that's what you do.
And then they accidentally go off a bridge, and 2 of the 3 girls drown, but they pull out the last girl. And they cannot find the car. She just like washes up on the water.
Okay.
Then the
Stab me
movie
in the
proceeds
chest.
to spend the next like hour and a half having her just acting sort of distant and like moving to a new town and becoming an organist for no reason. And like then at the very end of it, she's like drawn to this weird like, you know, beachside carnival a couple of times and
Sure.
like gets like a bunch of like ghosts all show up after dancing a bunch and like just grab her, and then like she disappears, and like the dude who was there's this super skeevy dude who's I think is supposed to be a love interest but is the skeeviest man you've ever seen.
Sure, yeah.
And like literally just is the worst, and like she is super just hot and cold about whether or not she cares about anything or not. And then like she turns invisible for a little bit and then like goes back out to the like carnival and like ends up getting grabbed by a bunch of like weird ghosts that were dancing.
Did we
and
ever
then
use this
disappears.
key?
I don't think we did use the
Okay,
key.
let's go do that.
And then after that, like she disappears and like the cops are there after, and they follow out these footsteps across this giant, very smooth sand to a patch where just all of them converge and then disappear. And like they're gone, and there's no bodies or anything. They're just gone.
Okay.
They're like, this is weird. I wonder what's up. And then it cuts back to the town they were originally in as they pull the car out and find all 3 of the dead girls in the car, including the one who was like alive. The plot twist is she was dead the whole time, guys. She was just a ghost.
That's the best plot twist.
But it's so poorly executed, and like they spend an hour and a half doing it, and like the whole. I was talking with somebody about it after we watched it, and I was like, the whole movie feels like they're like it feels like the plot is like pulling back and is about to punch you, but then just keeps pulling back and then walks away. like they're very ready. Like they've
It's
got
like
the
all
right
set
hook
up.
ready. They've got the right hook ready. And they like pull back and then just turn around and walk away. And you're just like, but wait, hold on. That's it?
So we found Velka, the goddess of sin statue. So we can request absolution, or you can request dissolution, which isn't.
That's not.
That doesn't just mean
That's not the opposite.
It's not the opposite. It's okay. I'm scared will just melt if I select that option. But I kind of want. What do you think, Master Gamer? Should we potentially melt? But the other thing, like about that kind of plot line, it's always terrible. It's always a bad decision to make the entire point of your movie that the point didn't matter. That the plot of your movie was pointless. It's a bad
bad
move.
plot.
It's a bad plot.
If the whole conclusion is nothing really matters, then why did we just spend
That's
that
a fine
long
conclusion.
But the whole plot is nothing really matters.
Well, no, but the thing is, like, if you want to make a movie where the message is that nothing really matters, that's fine. But that's the wrong way to do it. Because you're not telling the audience nothing matters, you're telling the audience the thing that just happened doesn't matter.
This movie doesn't matter and you've wasted your time. Congratulations!
That's the thing to be avoided. What is happening? Like, these guys are just... I know this skeleton's going to wake up, because I can tell that this is not... That's just an environmental skeleton.
We can see the difference in shading and the detail there.
We know he's going to stand up.
Oh my god, my favorite Dark Souls gif is it's one where a dude's walking down a corridor and sees one of like the allies come sprinting across the screen, like across the end of the corridor, and it's like, huh, I wonder what's up. And then he sees just a mimic charging after him and just whips around and walks the other way. And it's just so great. It's a mimic.
Oh, a mimic.
Just comes running down the corridor after the dude, and the guy just turns around and walks away. He's like, nope, not dealing with that.
My favorite bit of Dark Souls content is it's from Invasions, and it's okay. So what the player does is they dress up as a monster.
Yeah.
So they set themselves to get invaded, and they're dressed as a monster, and they just stand where the monster stands, and you just watch the person who invaded them just run back and forth and like searching all around. Because another thing, when you're invaded, like the world is kind of shrunk down. You can't leave certain areas. So
you can disguise yourself with stuff, right?
Yes, but they weren't even disguised. They were just like, because we could wear, like we have some of the stuff that some of the first enemies in the game wore. We have the Steel Soldier helm. So if we looked like a corpse and wore that and some of the other armor, you could just stand there and with the right weapon and you'll just look exactly the same. So that's what they did.
That's great.
And they did one for each edition of Dark Souls also. I'm not sure what the best way to find those is if you want to find them.
That's fun times. Oh,
they're hilarious.
You know what game I think would be interesting to play at some point?
What would be interesting? Oh, jeez.
Oh.
The note.
Hi
Did you
there.
see the note?
What did the note say?
It's right in front of a dead body, and it says, "It'll happen to you too." The guy fell on her head. It'll happen to you too.
That's great.
We need to.
But no, yeah.
Yes.
This is 117. Quality times.
Quality jokes. What would be fun to play?
It's that turn-based Darkest Dungeon.
Darkest
Dungeon
I have
would be
wanted
hella
to do
fun.
Darkest Dungeon.
I bought Darkest Dungeon a while ago and played maybe an hour of it, but never I didn't get a chance to get super into it, and I've been meaning to get back into it. And that game, I feel like that game would be a good one to stream.
It might be. Strategy games are one of my favorite types of games.
Which ones?
Strategy games.
Yeah. I love strategy. Oh my god, have you played FTL?
Yes. We did a stream of FTL. It went so bad.
You died immediately?
A lot. Well, it was not one time I died immediately.
You can't just play one round of FTL.
We didn't even get to the final boss.
I've gotten to the point where I think I can consistently get to about halfway, and then half the time I get to the final boss.
I was at the point where I could probably about the same.
Yeah.
This stream we barely got halfway.
Could not do anything.
We just could not do it. Oh, we're here.
We're where?
So remember, okay, so.
Oh my god, yeah.
That guy. Remember that guy out there?
I do remember that guy.
And I told you there was a lady in here?
You're right. I was like, are you sure that isn't a corpse?
Is someone there? Anyone?
No, we're no one.
Please.
It's nobody. We just killed a Cyclops, and he's very angry about it.
They never stop biting, so please, hold out your hand.
Do we touch her?
Touch her.
The darkness is nibbling at her, though. Maybe we'll get darkness on us.
Yes, there you are. So
Is she blind? Maybe she's
I think
blind.
she's blind,
She's
yeah.
blind. Okay.
And I am not entirely alone just yet.
Yep, you got a zombie in the top half of a dress with you, buddy.
She doesn't know we're a zombie. We'll keep that
You
on
can't
the
feel
DL.
the wrinkled skin or smell the putrefaction of our skin and flesh.
Hopefully we don't smell much. I'm hoping.
I guess we're probably mummified.
Yeah, we're mummified.
Your touch has freed me from the darkness.
Are you a champion?
I am weak and unfit to tend it. If it would not trouble you, might I enter into your service instead?
Sure. Yeah. Sure.
Thank you. I shall take my vows. I, Irina of Carrion, solemnly swear to serve you.
Cool. We needed a new flesh bag to just throw at people.
But she'll go to the Firelink
Meat bag
Shrine.
targets.
She'll probably just go to the Firelink Shrine.
Probably.
Is he gonna be pissed at us?
You've gone and rescued her. How very quaint. Pitying creatures that are beyond help.
One of my favorite things about Dark Souls is everyone laughs, and it's always
Everybody.
no one laughs
No one laughs
From humor.
Like pleasure.
No one laughs from
in
humor.
pleasure. It's always like a.
Yeah.
I am alive
Mine is an evil laugh.
Exactly.
and only for that.
There's also
Such a
you
land
also just run into
shall call it
NPCs that just
this
laugh
land.
between every sentence
Oh,
for
God.
no reason.
So much fun.
Okay, so there's also another way to go. So I guess we should just go that way. Actually, no, there wasn't. This was it, wasn't it? We just kill all these guys.
Yeah. We're back to the
I
back to
could
the
have sworn there was
sewers.
somewhere else to go. Maybe she has a doll for us. She could have a doll.
Maybe, potentially, I don't know.
Oh, I just realized what we haven't done yet.
What? Oh,
Oh.
the
demon.
Onion Knight dude, right?
Yeah, the Onion Knight.
Yeah.
It's right here. Let's go do that.
Let's
we only
go
have
help out.
three.
Let's go help out Onion Knight.
We
Or
only have
Garlic
three
Knight,
Estus
whatever he
flasks.
is.
Because we remembered we hadn't gone down that way.
Yeah, you're right.
And then we did that, and that's where we found, like, stuff, right? I forget what was down there. No. This game is confusing. There's a lot.
A lot of backtracking and wiggling around.
Yeah. Wait. Oh. Well, we're going to go down for a bit. Oh, wait, this was where we got our ice sword. The elevators were in the wrong order. So.
Indeed.
'Cause there's two. It's a puzzle. I guess.
So puzzle-rific.
Puzzle-rific. Can we get a button so if we push, so we can push the just
Oh
pops
my
across the
God,
screen
yes.
puzzle-rific?
I totally want that. I would use. I can't be
Oh
trusted
no,
with
he's in
that,
the middle.
though.
Damn it. We talked about doing that stuff at one point. We haven't actually gone and done it.
We haven't gotten the soundboard and the
Oh, it was
the
a
puzzle-rific.
I
button.
missed it again. We have not
we'll
gotten.
We'll get there eventually.
We'll get there eventually. We have not gotten the puzzle-rific button.
Puzzle-rific. In the most like crappy radio personality voice I can do.
No, I think not. He's far too overheated. I've got to use my.
Oh my God, I love Onion Knight so much.
I could. No.
Okay, so let's.
He's so
I think
casual
if we
and
just
upbeat.
go for it, he'll help us because he's a good guy.
Because Onion Knight is a bro.
Maybe we have to actually talk to that man. By talk to, I mean poke him. He's not a boss, apparently. Just-
Hello, you fiery creature of spookiness.
So, Onion Knight? Hey, man.
Oh, you should have waited. Well, it's too late now.
He breathes fire.
Sigward of the Knights of Katarina. He screams and charges in.
Yeah,
Dude,
he's
he's
helping.
like kicking ass.
He did stagger the thing, which is pretty impressive, actually.
He didn't just stagger it, he staggered it by like kicking it. Like I could get staggering it by like hitting it in the face with a sword, but
Oh
he
no.
kicked it in the shins.
Gotta make sure he doesn't die.
We must keep Onion Knight alive.
Onion Knight doesn't care. He's not doing much damage, but he's definitely
Onion
into
Knight
it.
don't give a fuck.
Okay. Fire gem from him. That's nice.
And he just sits down. Oh my god, I love this little like.
But you mustn't get in over your head.
Oh, no, he's Dumpling Knight. He looks more like a dumpling.
He looks more like a dumpling. He does. His hat
Yeah,
is totally a
He's
dumpling
got
hat.
a dumpling. He's got a dumpling
Dumpling
head.
hat.
Dumpling Knight.
What is that?
Sigbrow.
My sword.
Did you just give us like a drink?
I think he may have just given us a drink.
May the sun shine.
Praise the sun, brother.
Let's toast. Let's
I-
toast him.
I love him so much. Oh my god. Now I want to do a cosplay of him.
That would be a lot of work.
It would be a lot of work, but like, I could just get like an old like Michelin Man like costume, redo the head, Bam, problem solved.
Anything else to say? He's gonna take a little nap.
I love him. He's so perfect.
After the only thing to do after an iced toast. And now he's just.
I love him. He's just the best.
You do you, Onion Knight.
Dumpling Knight. Dumpling
Dumpling
Knight. Keep doing you.
What
In a world full of horrors, you keep looking up.
What don't you know, Master Gamer?
That was
previous?
earlier to the
Oh, okay.
to us asking him whether or not we should do the thing where we might get melted.
We can always go back and get melted later.
We can always go back and get melted later. Being melted is not a one-time opportunity, unless you choose to become melted.
Then it will.
Then it usually
Was
is a
a
one-time
one-time?
opportunity.
We'll come back. We'll be fine. If we're melted, we'll be fine.
To quote Terry Pratchett, light a man a fire and he'll be warm for a day. Light a man on fire and he'll be warm for the rest of his life.
A classic inversion of that.
There's
He's gonna
so
like
many
drop
good
on my
bits.
head. Totally.
Oh god, yeah. All of those are gonna drop down and be monsters.
Or none of them. Maybe none of them. Maybe that one. No. It's just a quiet town with just cages full of corpses everywhere.
Spooky cages. full
That
of
one's a
corpses.
person.
That one is a person
That didn't
that
work.
we can't seem to hit. Bow and arrow?
We have no arrows.
Are you sure? Our quiver has arrows in it.
It does. Oops. Don't need to do that. Right. There's gotta. Nope. Okay.
Really?
Those are bolts. I think we have bolts and not arrows. Yeah, that's the right. Now we gotta do this, and then yeah, we got no arrows. We need to buy some. Oh wow! You just one-shot it.
Having a greatsword is pretty great, apparently.
And again, the alluring skull behind the enemies.
Go for the shiny, get the skull.
Is there anything down there?
Go for the shiny, stay for the copious amounts of bad guys trying to eat you.
You're a bad guy. What do you think of these guys? They're just like
Hey, they're just chilling. They're sitting there in their rocking chairs.
they're mostly tree.
Yeah, hey, look. They should do them. You do you, tree people.
Oh, there's a dog.
Woof woof.
I think there might be another dog that dodged
Jumps
past
out
the.
at
No,
no point.
I think we were looking at stuff and it jumped off the edge. I'm pretty sure because I heard a dog down there. Yep, it jumped off the edge. Oh, there's a body with a thing in it. How do you think we get that? Maybe bow and arrow.
Possibly. I don't know. It's a good question for sure.
What do you think? Is it a mimic or not a mimic?
Hit it.
Okay. So there is a way to...
But it is a booby trap.
Definitely a trap. There is a way to tell. So see the chain right there?
Uh-huh.
If it curls the other direction, it's a mimic.
Oh. Good to know.
I just didn't remember which way.
Danger zone. Highway to the
Oh, look,
danger
it's
zone.
the priests.
Ow.
Yeah? Ow. That was definitely ow. Still haven't stood up yet. Oops.
But no, yeah. If you wanted to at some point do a Darkest Dungeon stream, I'd be hella down for that.
We should do that.
I think it'd be a fun game to play, especially because it's one that you can play a little more effectively as a duo, because it's more strategy
We're out
based.
of Estus.
We got one left, right?
Oh, we just got one randomly.
Huh.
Weird. Okay, she's gonna shoot her shitty magic at us.
Spooky bloody skull things.
So if it keeps hitting that cage, it'll be advantageous.
Slashy
Great
slash
sword is
slash.
pretty great.
Huh?
Great sword is pretty great.
Yeah,
Ooh,
it's-
she dropped
it's
her
doing
mace.
well so far.
We have their maces.
A properly sized version of the mace.
It'll probably still be pretty
I
big.
mean, properly sized for us
Let's
comparatively.
see. What does this thing look like?
Comparatively smaller.
Comparatively
It's
smaller.
just a little bit smaller.
It is slow. It's one of those weapons where you hit with it and then you pause to think about your options, your choices in life, and then you pick it up and attack with it again.
Such as why did I just decide to use a weapon that takes me so long to hit again?
Why am I using a weapon that's slightly larger than myself?
Why am I using a weapon that not only weighs more than me, but is also larger than myself and would probably be super unwieldy? And actually, not probably, definitely is super unwieldy.
Definitely is super unwieldy.
It's super unwieldy because I have enough time to think about all of this as I pull it back to hit again.
Yep, that's okay. Is there a ladder? Or are we just jumping?
Just jump.
Just jump? Just do it?
Just do it.
Let's make sure there's nothing cool around the outside of the tower first. Like this.
Do you want to live forever?
We might die, actually.
We've got low enough health.
We have low enough health.
Oh man, I need to rewatch the original Conan the Barbarian movie.
I have never seen it.
What? Oh, it's
And we
so... Hooray! It's long, but it's good.
Okay.
It's
long. That's
like 2.5 hours.
interesting.
Because like it follows, like it's got, Conan becoming Conan for the first
Oh, he takes a while before he's
well,
coming.
it takes like 20 minutes of them introducing Conan as Conan. And then he shows up in a city and does some stuff.
He's got to tell you what
what's
what's best in
a
life.
very long arc.
That's the most I know.
What is best in life? To
It's
see your enemies driven before you.
and hear the lamentations of their women. Maybe this isn't
exactly
a
what it
shortcut.
is.
Maybe it was forgetting what was down here, and it's not actually a shortcut.
Maybe. What about you, chat? Do you know what's best in life? Because I can't remember the exact quote.
It's to see your
It's no, but like the full.
Oh, there's
full
another
quote, 'cause
bit?
It's to see one thing, to see your enemies driven before you, and to hear the lamentations of the women. But I can't remember what the first or middle bit is. I don't remember whether it's to see them driven before you.
It's food.
Food.
What is
yeah.
best in life? Food.
What is
I
best in
agreed.
life? Food. You can't go wrong with food. Speaking of which, I am definitely gonna go get Chipotle after.
We can have a short break, not a long enough break.
We don't have enough
Not
time
a
for me to go
Chipotle
get
break.
Chipotle.
But we can have a short break if we want to.
I might actually take you up on
This is
that.
a room
'Cause
full of rats. I bet we could just
murder the rats.
no, just like do this.
Run away.
Rats can't use ladders.
Run away. Run away.
It's efficiency. Rats can't use ladders.
That makes sense. I mean, rats can use ladders, but
No.
these rats can't.
Can rats use ladders?
Rats are very good at using ladders.
I don't want to live in this. I don't like that.
In the real world, rats
No.
are very good at using ladders. They also make very good pets.
Okay.
They're very intelligent. They're sort of like it's sort of,
No.
sort of the same. Hooray again!
Please explain about rats.
Rats are actually similar to crows in that they're very intelligent, are good at recognizing people, and like can make very good pets.
The two cuddliest pets, rats and crows.
Hey, rats and crows, despite like having a very heavy connotation of being like, skeevy and like, well, yes, like wild feral rats are kind of terrifying because
Definitely
they're,
terrifying.
they're terrifying just as a base. But like domesticated rats are actually like super chill and
I'm
pretty clever and fun.
I'm the worst at this elevator business. We need a bonfire past the elevator so badly.
So many elevator puzzles.
Oh no! Oh no!
We're dead.
We
An
should
attempt
have
was
just.
made.
I knew. I didn't say it. I knew though. I knew we were gonna die, so we should have just homeward boned out and then gone back. We didn't. I guess this is the fastest way to go. Do you have a rat, or have you ever had a rat or a crow?
I have not had a rat or crow. I have had a couple of friends who've had rats though, and they've been like super fun pets.
I haven't known anyone with a rat since like
You were
before
much
high school.
younger. Yeah, like it's the pet of like, you know, early teens. Like that's what early teens tend to have. That's where I've known the most people who
I also
have
can't
rats.
think about rat pets without thinking about Harry Potter and the creepiest aspect of Harry Potter, where a 60-year-old man would live with a child as a rat for what,
Years.
4 years?
It wasn't just. Well, it was 3 years that he was specifically with. Actually, it was probably longer than that for when he was with Ron.
Well, he
but
was with the other
he'd
children
been
too.
with the
That's
Weasley
true.
family
For a decade or something, right?
for longer than a decade. He'd been there well, actually, yeah, about a decade. For when, because it'd been about 11 years
11 years. That's the
or
creepiest
so.
aspect of Harry Potter. You could give him the benefit of the doubt, right? And say that maybe he took up his hiding with with Weasley's a few years into the
Being a
fugitiveness,
rat.
like instead of just starting out there as a
Yeah, he
children's
probably
pet.
didn't start out with the Weasleys, but like got to a point where he was like, "Look, I'm just gonna secrete myself away with this wizarding family and just hide here."
How do you do that? I'm just what are the logistics of becoming somebody's pet
I
when
mean,
you're
I'd
the pet, when
imagine-
you're the pet? Like
I'd imagine
if
it's
you-
not that hard to do if you live in the wizarding world because you can just show up at like one of the.
Oh no, I thought that was the. You can just show up.
You can just show up at like one of the magical pet stores and just like break
And they
into
just
one
go
of the
like,
locks and they'll just
"Oh,
go like, all right, great,
free
we got
rat."
another one, cool. And
Free
then just
horrible
all
old rat.
you've gotta do is like, you know, act a little bit intelligenter than normal rats, or not even because it's not important, and just, you know, get adopted. And like it's not that hard to do.
I forgot we were
just-
supposed to jump
It's
off.
gonna be a lot of rat feed.
Also, as like you're going to become an animagus, you can turn into any animal you want, and you choose rat.
I mean, rats are useful because they're small, they can get through places, they're often not noticed. Like,
Why
I
not
can,
choose like a cat or a bird?
cats
or,
are significantly bigger. Personally, I would probably end up choosing
Wasn't he a large fat rat though?
a large fat rat. I mean, he was a rat. Rats in general tend to look pretty fat just because
Okay.
of the way they are, but if they can fit their head through, they've got the same thing that hamsters do. If they can fit their head through it, they can fit the rest
Cats,
of their body.
also cats.
Yeah. Also me, a lot of the time.
Your head is larger than your body.
No, if I can fit my head through it, I can usually fit the rest of me through
Okay,
it.
that's usually what that means. Like the widest part about
True,
a cat.
true.
And actually, the actual widest part on a cat is its gut. It's probably
Cool.
the same for a rat.
I think
as
the
well.
widest part is like my hips.
It's usually on
but-
a person is the hips
but
and
yeah.
the shoulders.
My shoulders are pretty wide, but I have the advantage of the fact that like I just can pull them into like my neck.
Okay.
I think they may like partially dislocate when I do that, but I'm not sure.
I'm sure it's healthy.
And
Where was the?
I've been able to fit through many dog doors throughout my life.
I cannot fit through dog doors because of my shoulders and other things, but mostly the shoulders. That's the first problem.
Yeah, I mastered the art of like weaseling my way through dog doors when
It's
I
an
was
important art, I
at a very young age, because I was like, this is so much fun to be able to do. I could be so good at breaking into places. Because of course, immediately like, you know, 10-year-old me's brain goes straight from I can fit through a dog door to I should
Robbery.
become an amazing thief. I could be the best like rogue.
You could be a cat burglar.
I could be the best cat burglar. But no, yeah, like that's interesting facts about Malcolm. I can fit through most dog doors.
Interesting fact about Malcolm. Malcolm is actually the size of a chihuahua. Comfortable. Isn't that what it means?
I don't know.
Or can you only fit through medium-sized dog doors?
It's mostly medium-sized dog doors. Not like I can't fit through like a cat door because cat doors are too small. But like anything that's like, you know,
Are there cat doors?
there are cat doors. They're like, you know, 6 inches by 6 inches, which is
This is
little bit
also
small.
a strategy we should have employed.
jumping not just straight down.
Yeah, not just like taking a.
Oh, cool. We can wear a Mariah outfit now. Wonder what that looks like.
Ooh, that's actually a really good ring.
Yeah.
Yeah, it recharges stamina faster.
Oh, sweet. That's really good. You were not wrong.
I recognize it from the old games because I think it's been in all of them.
Cool.
Okay, so we're on this. We're here now. We can go down there.
Thumbs I can disjoint.
You can disjoint your thumbs. Oh,
Yep.
that looks concerning. That's deep. You should do it the other way so they can see the
Yeah, just that.
the scarier part. Thumb.
Like it just pops right out and right back in. I've also got an extreme case of hitchhiker's thumb, in that my thumbs just like bend over
And backwards.
all the way backwards.
Yeah.
It makes it very hard to snap. Interestingly enough, just because like that's about as good as I can do. And like I know, I can't get the nice pop or click.
There was something to do down there. I wonder if we got that item. We might have got that item since then and not realized it, or forgot what it was supposed to be.
Wasn't that the collapsed room that we?
Yeah, that was where we killed the big tree. But there was like a thing. The tree had a shrine to something.
Stompy Tree Man.
Stompy Tree Man had a shrine.
Angry Groot.
We've also never been up here. Some sad skeletons. They scream horribly when they die.
Mm-hmm. It's a pretty horrific scream.
There could be a doll anywhere, so we kind of have to poke around.
Yeah. Oh, hey there, buddy.
Ow. He's very serious about giving me this.
serious.
This like jug of meat.
It's chili.
It's chili.
He really wants to share his chili with you.
I'm worried it's human chili. I'm worried it's human chili. That's my concern.
That is a valid concern. Seeing as I haven't really seen much else other than rats
Or dogs.
and
Rats,
dogs, and humans.
None of those three options sound
I don't know.
particularly tasty.
I've heard that rats okay.
Did you hear Rats Okay from Terry Pratchett though? Because that's where I've heard Rats Okay.
I have not. I'm not
Factually
dwarven.
Okay.
I've factually heard that rat's not that bad. I've heard that guinea pig is really chewy.
Guinea pigs are actual meat animals. You eat.
Yeah. I've heard that they're very chewy, but I've heard that like rats are actually not that bad. I've also heard that
Who
the
do you
dog's
know?
also pretty good.
I have heard the dog's decent. Who have you met that ate a rat?
I don't remember. I know that I heard it, and I know that it wasn't from like Terry Pratchett.
It was like
But I don't
first
remember-
person or like.
Yeah, it was somebody who was like talking about like, no, I've had rat before. It's not that bad. I was
I
like,
think we get up there. There's got to be a way up there.
it's just through there. Like maybe we can get up on top of the tower bit and drop down on
I didn't
that.
see anything. Because we've been on that side. Like there's guys with bombs up here. Remember how that happened before?
Yeah.
I don't see a way up here. Oh,
Just push him off the edge.
we can just push him off the edge. He's a little. Oh, I punched him. Maybe there's like a way inside the
That seems
buildings.
very sketchy for the construction of that.
Oh, just
Like the
bridge to
that
nowhere.
seems so rickety.
Look at all these supports not attached to anything though. There's so much. Also, this entire village is like leaning
Like,
into
this
the-
entire village is about to fall off the edge, like Aunt Josephine's house.
Yes. Less
Also,
structurally
I wonder if
sound.
they also care immensely about grammar.
Grammar? You wouldn't know from all this horrible screaming and yelling. That's a way up.
What's the way up?
Right there. See that? There. Amen. Well, it's a way in, at least.
Okay, yeah,
Which I assume means up.
probably.
Let's see what's back here first. This guy?
Spooky dude.
And Titanite shard. Cool. We've now got like 25 Titanite shards.
So many.
At least it's good because we can then try out all the weapons
Titanite
we
shards
want.
for days.
There's a bonfire.
Oh, hey. fancy finding this here.
Wonder if that means there's a lot more going on than we thought. Because this could mean like
Potentially.
it's a whole new area. It's a whole new world out there.
It's a whole new world. Full disclosure, I can't sing at all, so
Neither can I. It's fine. Now we'll get our revenge.
very satisfying revenge. He
Can't
died pretty quick.
Isn't that the most satisfying? Just like the guy that pissed you off just instantly.
I guess. I don't know. I like a little bit of time. Oh, hello.
Hello.
Welcome to my abode.
Nice house.
I am Cornix.
I like what you've done with the place.
Pyromancer, a crow in his cage, as you see. But here we are.
Those typically have cages.
The encounter for the ages.
I hear the unkindled make for fine vessels.
That's cool.
Here to learn some pun.
Sure.
Why not?
Wise. To reiterate, I am Cornix of the Great Swamp. The pleasure is mine.
So apparently not a very permanent abode.
Yeah, apparently it does not matter that he's in prison. He was just hanging out there because he enjoyed it. Just like, yeah, well, I don't mind.
Maybe we just need
Good times.
we need to swear him into service or something. And that
Maybe,
way,
I don't know.
whatever that is. Because there's no way to the tippy top. Huh.
Not without hacking, as far as I can tell.
We do not have the capability nor the expertise.
To enter, like, no clip mode.
I don't even know if there is a no clip mode. There might be. Okay, so we've been all through this business. That village had nothing in it, right? Unless we missed something? We've been there. Killed the tree man. Yeah, let's teleport around a bit. Let's go try that shrine downstairs, perhaps. And then down here, because I think we're stuck. I'm worried we're stuck.
Yeah. Fortunately, this is Dark Souls, not Skyrim, so it's not. We can be fairly certain that it's not just the thing we need for the quest is missing because the game glitched.
Do not have a verbatim check or whatever that was.
Yeah.
No, I'm sure we're just missing something. Okay.
Yeah,
So. I think that we're just. But there's like that dragon. We could mess with that dragon, see if that pays off at all. What are you? Oh, looking for dolls?
Yep.
This is like here. Was there another way
On
out?
the prowl.
Oh, there's okay. I know something we can do.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's
What's up?
try to kill the guy on the roof. We didn't kill him, right?
You on the roof?
Remember the big like he wanted to sit on our head? Did we kill him?
Thought we did, but we might not have.
I don't remember. Our eyeballs are gone.
Our fabulous Spaniard.
Yes. I think it's a nun's hat, but who's counting? Oh, we should.
Regardless, it looks
Maybe
hella
we should
nice.
check out the stuff.
Yeah. We got a nice little like
I
sash.
think the hat is actually cool. No, it didn't come with a hat.
That's
cool.
It did. Did it not come with a hat?
It does not appear to have come with a hat.
I thought we got like the hat. Maybe we've gotten like just the
Maybe just pants.
shirt, the pants, and the boots, or something. The Mariah trousers
Did you see those?
up at the top. One from the left. We look very piratey now. I like it.
We do look pirate. Wish we weren't ahead. Just leave with this. Yeah, that guy. He's got like
You're
something.
right,
on
we
him.
didn't.
Maybe one of those is a doll or a vertebra shackle.
Something that will get us a little farther along.
We need a doll or a vertebra shackle at this point. Ow. Oh no.
Nailed it.
Just.
Flawless execution right there.
Well, we did no damage to him, so it was flawless.
Fucking nailed it.
Nailed it. What else happened since last? Are you excited for the Switch? Are you interested in the Switch?
I'm intrigued. I have not been following it, but my little bit more info about my home life. We've nicknamed our house at this point the Complex because we've got my room, which is out a small bungalow out back, another guest room out back, and then my uncle is living in a trailer in our driveway right now.
Mm.
In addition to the fact that we have my aunt staying with us inside and a step cousin living in the other house out back, so we have like close to 10
it's a
people
complex.
living in our complex now.
Cool.
But my step cousin, he's been pretty closely following. He's like a first cousin once removed or something, but not actually because he's not blood related. So he's a step cousin once removed. He's the nephew of my step grandma.
Okay.
Which is a little hard to figure out the exact relation of. Oh, nice.
That should make this easier.
Oh damn.
That should make this much easier.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Dude.
No, I made him mad though. I made him mad.
We made him mad, but he doesn't have legs now.
He does
so
not
he
have
can't sit
legs.
on us.
He does have poop breath though.
That is very damaging.
Oh, I just special kill animation.
Smack him in the face.
I feel cool. Soul of a stray demon.
Oh. Good times.
Ember. And this is this something? Ember. Damn
Nope,
it.
But at least he was easier to kill that time.
Yep. Apparently the trick is you smash his
Take out the legs.
I doubt we can
It's
go this
the
way.
age-old trick of sweep the leg.
Sweet leg. This seems kind of blocked off to you, to me.
Really? Do you think so?
I also think there's just, it looks like there's just nothing.
It just goes off into nothingness. It's just like,
Nothing.
we don't need anything here.
Maybe
But no, yeah. I'm interested in it. I haven't been following it, but like I'm keeping an eye on it. I'd rather get the Nintendo Classic or whatever it was that just has the preloaded like 36 games or whatever.
Oh, that thing, yeah.
Just because that would be much more up my alley. I've never been a huge like Nintendo guy for buying all the new consoles and stuff. Like I've got a couple of games that I've played that I like enjoy and will play whenever I get the chance, but I'm not gonna buy any games specifically for it.
Okay, that's we've been there. That's
We
the
have?
keep. That's like where we fought the three guys.
You're right.
Okay, I was trying to figure out. I'm just because we're at a high vantage point.
Running through
Let's
this
see if we
stuff.
can find somewhere we haven't been yet. This is the swamp.
Yeah.
It's contained nicely in this wall, for whatever reason. Is there any way? Is there any branches off?
I don't know.
Because that's, I don't know. We came down that way, and then okay, there's the other way. That's the old castle. We've been in that castle.
What about?
Is there anything on the other side? We can't really see the other side from here. It's too bad. What about what?
Yeah. I was gonna say over there,
This way?
like across that.
Oh, up there?
Yeah.
I'm not sure what that stuff is.
Like reasonably, we should be able to get there, right? Unless it's just scenery.
Unless that's where we came from originally, right? Because actually, I think it
Oh,
is.
you're right. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that is.
That's got to be where we came from originally.
Yeah, we can't really see anything else from here. Okay.
Looks like it stopped raining.
Outside? Oh.
You can see a little patch of blue sky. Surprisingly enough.
Have we been there? Like these?
That does.
No, I
look a
guess
little-
that must be. Yeah, we have been there. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
I have no idea where to go. If anyone has any idea where I should go,
Yeah. Feel free to shoot out suggestions, chat.
we just killed the giant skeleton. I forget what he's called, Lord Windle or something. What are running into? Going to the edge of this business is doing? What? Building. Oh, we're trying to figure out if there's somewhere we haven't been, because we hit
Yeah.
a dead end.
We're
we
currently
need a
at
doll.
an impasse until we can find a doll.
I guess we could try killing it. Let's fight that thing on the bridge a few more times, I guess.
Yeah, if we maybe killing that will drop whatever we need.
Mm-hmm.
Potentially.
It's our only hope.
Help us, giant rat monster. You're our only hope.
Our other choice is to search for where the doll is, because that's an option.
Run
for us.
around and look for it.
No, I mean, like, you
Oh.
open a window.
Go to the internet.
Go to the internet. In fact, you want to do that real quick?
Yeah, sure. I'll take a look.
Because it could be something as simple as, like, there's a path we just completely missed, which could be literally anywhere.
Do you remember what the name
Just
of the doll
like Dark
we need
Souls
is?
3 doll. That should come up with something. Damn it. That's
Seasons of the Deep, which is the boss encountered in the Cathedral of the Deep. Huh.
Did we not go deep enough into the
I don't know that
catacombs?
We did.
Maybe we didn't go deep enough in the catacombs.
There may be
You wanna-
extra levels that we did not go in the catacombs.
Okay. I'm gonna fight this guy one more time and then we can go for the catacombs.
Sounds like a plan.
You want to figure out where we need to go though? Like what bonfire to start at would be the most helpful. This guy is tough. This guy is hard. Anything? There's a map.
Yeah. Cathedral of the Deep's maps.
Did that tell us how to get in?
I'm not sure.
We could start from. We could just backtrace up this way.
Yeah, yeah.
We came through this doorway. Maybe if we fall off, maybe there's something. Remember the bridge? Maybe if we
Maybe
jump
it's
off the bridge.
below
Or
the
something?
bridge.
It's the catacombs of Carthus still. Assuming there's nothing else in this room, because it's just a boss fight, sort of.
Okay, so it looks like it's before the catacombs of Carthus.
Okay, so
I'm not 100% sure on that.
there's stuff down there.
Deepens the Deep, not optional, you must defeat to obtain the small doll item. Deepens the Deep, boss enemy.
You should click on the zone cathedral. Like, you should go to the zone, because... Oh no, they all woke up. Oh no.
Oh dear.
Let's go somewhere where they can't all just
Run away.
swarm. Well, I need to get through them if I'm going to go backwards.
You're right.
Oh look, they're all jammed up there. They can't actually make it through.
They're having to slowly go one or two at a time.
Well, they're
blocking each other.
Yeah, they're blocking
right?
each other. They're causing a traffic jam.
Yeah, yeah.
This is worth a lot of souls. Was the good news.
Yeah, I mean we're gonna have quite a
Come
bit
on,
of fun
hello?
to do. So it says the path of the Cathedral of the Deep lies in the Crystal Sage's ruins.
Okay. Where's the Crystal Sage's ruins?
Crystal Sage's ruins. Crystal Sage is a boss, apparently.
Okay, where's the Crystal Sage?
Road of Sacrifices,
It's
which I think is in the woods,
in the woods.
according to this. Did we fight this already or not?
What does it look like?
It's.
That's
yeah,
in the
road.
wood. That
The
looks
road
like
of
the woods.
sacrifices is the woods that we were in.
Let's go. I know where that is, so let's just go back there. I
We
think.
can loot
I
the.
think
We
I know
already
where that
looted the
is.
soul of the unknown traveler. Yeah, it's. The road of sacrifices.
Okay, let's see if we have that bonfire. We might
We
have that
should.
bonfire.
We should have that bonfire.
Okay, and then we can try to figure out where to go. Go where we haven't been before. Okay, that'd be the woods.
Oh,
Oh, there it is.
right
Road
there,
of Sacrifices.
Sacrifices.
Okay, cool.
So there's the road of sacrifices.
I might be able to find it on my own. I'm not sure.
Cool.
You also might just want to look at the map. 'Cause this was early. This was a while ago now.
Yeah. Crystal Sage is the boss that we were supposed to fight. We may have already fought them, but I don't know. It's certainly a good question to ask.
Okay, so we went that way. So maybe it's this way. Is there anything this way? Let's see. That's stone that's off the map. Do you have any, have you looked it up, or do you have thoughts about where it is?
I'm not sure.
Because the Road of Sacrifices is a fairly short area, I think.
Yeah.
As far as areas go. Okay, so we kept jumping down here. So let's not do that. Let's go somewhere else. We go this way.
Let's see.
There's nothing here. Okay, so you gotta jump down there. That's fine. We'll jump down there. We did eventually kill that person, right? Or did we? Maybe we didn't.
I'm not sure.
Maybe that's where they are. Because if we didn't kill this person, I bet they're... No, we did. Okay, they're dead.
I don't know.
Okay, nothing here.
Sacrifices.
Am I not close enough yet?
I don't know. I'm trying to figure out where exactly.
That's where we started.
Yeah, we started here. So
We're
worked our
about
way
there.
down.
We're about to cross this bridge.
Okay, cool.
So it's past this bridge, right?
Yeah, it should be past the bridge.
It's actually past this bonfire, too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Fans are quite loud. Kind of concerned about that. Okay, so this area we did not explore very well. I believe.
Yeah.
This area with these guys, your favorite bad guys.
Oh yeah, the dudes
I'm not sure if
that-
they're your actual favorite, but
I don't know. I do like them a lot. You can't go wrong with just a giant, log as a weapon. So typically you do smash with it and not stab people with it.
they do both. They do both.
They're not using the big
is
end.
where the
They're
crabs
using,
are
they're using
and
the
stuff.
small end. Yeah, we ran right past the big crab. It looks like I think the boss is over here, but I don't know how to get
where is over
there.
here?
Over to the top corner, there should be.
I can go to the top corner. Shit, come on.
There's a little.
If I lived, I could go to
yeah.
the top corner. I did not live.
It's looking like if we go just straight up.
Okay, so
over
not
here.
not to the fortress.
Not to the
other
fortress,
way.
but over to here-ish.
Okay.
Like this area, there are.
Oh, there's a very small path.
There's small paths that go down
Okay.
into the Cathedral of the Deep, as far as I can tell.
Oh, come on. Jerk. They're very effective with their big, stupid stakes. Very effective.
Indeed.
Okay, so just ignore these guys. They're mostly harmless.
Indeed.
There's a cathedral over here.
Cool. It will probably be somewhere in there. Watch
Oh.
out as
Oh, Jesus.
we get impaled by both of them.
Yep.
Double teaming it.
We've been in that building. And we didn't find anything. 'Cause remember, there's like this hole here.
Were we?
Those are the guys. We fought those guys. I would like to get my souls back. Oh, actually, we should start
So
from
it
this
looks like-
bonfire. How close are we in now when we found this
All
bonfire?
right, so that bonfire right there, it looks like right up there, that's the little
that's cathedral.
KV cathedral area, the one that we
Okay,
were
so
just in.
do we need to get in there?
Well, it looks like in there is a route down.
Okay.
I just don't know exactly where.
Oh, we died right next to this bonfire. Convenient. Okay. So in this, where am I? Okay, there we go. This way.
Inside this cathedral,
Help
there
these
should
guys.
be near the back. There should be some entrance that leads
Okay.
potentially down or into a
Down or in?
underground area.
I thought we searched this and we just couldn't find anything. Maybe we were bad at searching.
Hidden wall or something.
Could be.
Potentially.
What? Where did you come from? He's going.
They're getting those mad combos going.
The maddest combos is when you have 4 people. That's the mad combo.
That just push you into the back corner
Well,
and don't let you move.
Well, yeah, because and when you attack, and then your friend attacks, and then your third friend attacks, and there's
Yeah,
little
yeah. It's just
little opportunity to counterattack.
crazy combos.
Luckily,
It
we're
is.
right here, so. Where'd that dog come from? Did you see that dog just like land on that guy's head?
The infamous tree dogs of the Dark Souls forests.
Oh, yes, tree dogs. Dark Souls should have drop bears. I would love
Oh my god. Don't give the Dark Souls developers like ideas.
about drop bears.
You call that a drop bear? This is a drop bear.
I'm not sure what you're quoting.
It's the Crocodile Dundee. You call that a knife? This is a knife.
Oh,
Except instead
I've
of,
not
like,
seen that movie in ages. I don't remember
Yeah,
anything about
yeah.
Crocodile Dundee.
all I
Are those
remember is
good?
that
Are they
quote.
okay?
I don't remember anything either. All I remember is the you call that a knife? This is a knife.
So you just pull out.
He pulls out like a giant Bowie knife as he's getting mugged in New York. And like the mugger's got like a switchblade and he's like, you call that a knife? This is a knife, and pulls out like a 12-inch like, hunting knife.
Yeah. Because he's a Crocodile Dundee.
He's a crazy Australian man with a knife. Nothing's more scary
An Australian men with knives.
than a crazy Australian
Oh, right.
man with a knife.
Is that just as a fish out of water story thing?
It's
where he's
very
like-
much just a fish out of water story thing. Oh man,
This seems
I need to
promising.
watch Romancing the Stone. This does seem promising.
Hello. Look at this guy.
Huh. Should say hi.
Well, this is unexpected. I don't often have visitors.
Do you live here?
What do you want?
In
Where are
this
you? Like,
castle with no roof?
Upon.
This is his study. This is his study. He's got reading
To
to
get back to. How intriguing. Very well. Indeed, I am a sorcerer, with plenty to share. However, what champion demands service without
I think
reckoning?
that's just lighting, or is he actually bronze?
Clearly, you're not that sort of man. So you will make me
he
a
might
promise
just be bronze.
that in exchange for my
It
teaching,
might just be the lighting.
you will bring me knowledge.
Dark Souls doesn't seem to be very good about doing skin properly.
He wants us to bring him scrolls. We don't care about sorceries, but let's...
Very well. You're no fool. I take it you understand the weight of a promise.
Uh-oh. That's ominous.
A Vinheim,
We can kill him.
unkindled one. I shall teach you sorceries.
He's gonna teach us sorcery.
We will learn together. It shall be like our very own school.
I'm so tempted to smash the scrolls. So much for your study. There's anything else? up here?
Man, screw you and all your knowledge.
We're
Getting
actually
intelligent.
we're dumb. We have low intelligence.
We're the big stupid fighter.
Yeah.
I think we actually have to drop down there,
What? Ooh, jeez.
potentially.
I don't think so. I think
it
actually,
looks like those
think
look
it's-
like the pillars in there.
Oh, maybe. But we do need to jump in there. Did you see that thing that shot past us?
Oh,
There's-
that?
No, it was like that, but 10 times the size.
Oh,
it was that.
Okay. Scary.
Yes. He's really into casting that, isn't he?
Very spooky.
Um,
The spookiest. No, yeah.
I just need to kill his buddies because we have buddies.
I think down here is where we're supposed to be going.
Okay.
Not 100% sure, but
I don't think we've been down here. So
yeah.
this is a new path. This is definitely a new path.
Yep, this looks like it's it. Yeah, this is it. This is where we're supposed to go.
Oh,
And there's the crystal sage.
cool.
We found it. Hooray! Hooray for problem solving and looking up stuff on the internet.
He's got even a bigger hat than those other guys.
I mean, as we know,
Authority.
the bigger the hat, the more important the wizard.
That's the Harry Pratchett thing, right? A bit.
Partly, like that is one of the things. Is just like every wizard has to have his pointy hat, and a wizard will always return for his pointy hat.
Like Indiana Jones, essentially.
Basically,
He's making crystals everywhere, and then like
just go smash him.
he hides. That seems.
Sure, it's a he and not a she.
That's true. I have no idea.
Did you just assume his gender or her gender?
Don't-
Their gender?
Make that joke.
But no,
Oh, there. Okay.
what was I? What was
Oh,
I
it's gone
talking about?
again. I don't remember what we were talking about before this. Oh, there's lots.
There are many of them.
That was not a real one. They each have a different move, it looks like.
No, it's the ones that are ghosts have the blue
Oh, the
one.
Oh, did you read this?
No, I'm just
You're just-
assuming because
okay.
4 of them were shooting the blue thing and only 1 was doing the purple thing that it was doing before.
Should I just go for the purple one or go for the blue one?
Beeline the purple one.
Okay. You were correct. But he faded away as well. Did that also? Okay, that took out the other one as well. So that's good.
Yeah. So beeline the one that it actually is.
I'm just
other
gonna get
corner, I believe.
I was just gonna get the one that was easiest to get to. Oh, you're right.
I saw a purple glow.
I
This
didn't-
is what I'm good at, figuring out like
Boss mechanics.
not necessarily boss mechanics,
Jesus.
but like what we're supposed to do for stuff. Like
Every time that
I was
freaks me
very
out.
good. I was very good at the what's different between these two pictures thing
Oh, yeah.
when I was a kid. So
Ow.
that's
There he
that's
is.
the bit that I'm good at.
I only need like one good hit on him. Although he only needs like one good hit on me. No, he has a sword? He had a secret sword the whole time.
Secret swords are no fair.
No, it was, yeah. We had so many souls.
So many. Well, I guess we gotta go back and get them now.
Gotta go beat him up. Hopefully we can skip some of these people. Let's,
Just run past them.
yeah, that's always The Dark Souls thing is like first you explore carefully, and then you just start
Then you
running.
just sprint. When in doubt, run away.
It works.
It does indeed.
And then it backfires also.
Then they all catch up to you at the same time and just die immediately.
Dark Souls.
It's just the guy
in a
with the
nutshell.
shield. It's the man with the shield, he was the problem.
Never trust a man with a shield.
Never touch a man with a shield. Ooh, look, it's free. It's safe. It's completely safe. Excuse me. Pardon me.
Excuse me, pardon me, coming through.
Okay, there he is.
Out of the way.
We've got 6. We didn't even use 6 last time, so that should be fine.
Wow, we got 15,000 souls.
Yeah, that's why I said, oh, we had so many souls.
Yeah. We have a lot of souls.
We did explore a bunch.
Indeed. So I think it's once we get him down to half health,
He starts doing
he
this.
starts doing the multiple people one.
Probably, it's usually half.
Oh yeah, that's what we were talking about. We were talking about Darkest Dungeon before
Oh,
we got
yeah.
distracted.
Nope, he's gone again.
Hello, goodbye.
He's probably
Oh, yeah.
switching to 3 or the multiples.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I definitely hear other people. But this is the right one! You know, it might be correct to go kill the other ones.
Nah, because if you deal enough damage to him, they all go away as well.
I'm gonna top myself off. So I don't get insta-kills.
So that's a good idea.
That was not the correct one, right? That's this is the correct one. The problem is I get, like, locked.
You get
In-
stun locked.
Yeah, I get stun locked, and then...
Yeah.
Oh,
But no, yeah, I really love the feel of Darkest Dungeon. Oh,
feel?
I really love the feel of Darkest Dungeon. Like it's got a great atmosphere, and like I've always been a sucker for games that have like a narrator, because Darkest Dungeon has like the narrator who's all like, who does the, I can't remember any of the like stuff he says, but it's he does like interesting comments on how everything goes, and like that game, Bastion and
Bastion's good.
Transistor all had like a narrator of sorts.
I have not actually played Transistor.
Transistor's
I
very
should go
fun.
do that.
It's a very fun one. It's also a pretty short game. I don't think I've actually beaten it yet. Like I played a lot of it. They have really fun mechanics. Like the way
I
you
heard,
can
like,
put everything
the-
together. It's really
yeah, the
cool.
fun thing
It's
about
it's
it
very
is-
fun, and it's got a decent and interesting story, just like Bastion. Bastion's another one of those games and stories where like I'm there mostly for the world because the world is so cool. But yeah,
Farewell, Ashen Knight.
Let's see if maybe there's something we want to buy.
Ah, how many?
I gave her some stuff last time. So, okay. What we got? Got many embers, hidden blessing. I don't really use a lot of these. We don't really need a lot of these. But maybe they might be fun. Like, some bosses have vulnerabilities. It's just hard to know what they are. So if you get the right thing, it can help you kill the boss quicker.
yeah.
Get some armor. Oh look, this is the Undead Legion helm. Oh, we can buy his hat.
God.
Should we buy his
Sage's
hat?
big hat? Yes. We should definitely buy the hat.
That was expensive.
It was very expensive.
That was
It's
worth it.
100% worth it. We are going to have the biggest, coolest looking hat. I really hope it's actually as big as I think it is. It is. I'm so happy.
We got a big hat.
You can't go wrong with a big hat.
In Dark Souls 1, there is a character named something Big Hat. And he's known for the size of his
You
hat.
mean my favorite
Your
character?
favorite character that you just learned about today?
Yep. No, I don't need to know anything more. He just that he is in his name it contains the words "big hat."
It does.
Oh, God, I have a horrible like obsession with hats and getting more hats.
Can't upgrade armor anymore, can we?
But no, yeah, like a horrible, horrible obsession with hats.
You've yet to wear a hat on stream, though.
I have yet to wear a hat on stream. I don't wear a lot of hats. I collect a lot of hats. Like I
Okay.
just amass
you
them.
just gotta-
I'm basically a Team Fortress 2 character in real life at this point. I have probably 30 or 40 different hats.
Nice. That's a lot of hats.
Actually, like not just like baseball caps or anything. Like a bunch of different designs of hats, and like actually I found, and this is something that I was so happy and ecstatic when I found it at the thrift store. I found one of those really old like toy clone helmets. It's like the Commander Rex helmet or Commander Cody helmet.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
From the Clone Wars cartoon for Star Wars.
Okay.
It's one of the clone helmets that's a full helmet. It's not just like the face mask part of it, like most of the Halloween costumes for that. It's a full helmet that has a built-in like audio button you can press to make it play voice lines from the character from the show. And it is the most ridiculous, coolest thing I've ever found at the thrift store before. Like I found it, was just like, oh my god, I have to have it. How much is it? And I checked it, and it was like $15 when normally they're like
No one
60.
wants that.
No, they're normally like 60 on the internet.
Like
Like you can find them for like $60 or $70 on
That's
like
one
eBay
of
and
the
stuff
things-
because they're not made anymore, and they were such a cool toy.
No one wants it in a thrift store. That's not the kind of thing that you go to the thrift store.
I want it at the thrift store. I'm always on the lookout for stupid stuff like
We're gonna
that in
die.
the thrift store.
We're gonna die to blood loss. Yep. I didn't die to blood
We
loss.
didn't
Now I
die,
died.
but we did die to getting hit by the two-man log.
It's a
saw.
debarker. Have you got to that part?
Yes, I have
It's
got
a
to that part.
debarker.
It's a very large debarker.
It's a very
and
large
It's got a lot of
debarker.
teeth on it for a debarker.
They had teeth on them.
They did?
I think so.
I thought it was just like a blade for scraping.
Maybe it's just a blade for scraping.
Serious
Is that a
unfortunate
real
events
thing?
again. Debarker, I don't know if that's a real thing. There's definitely more efficient ways to do it.
Like historically, maybe. Just gotta. There's a cage full of corpses.
Yeah.
Those are human bodies. Pretty sure.
Surprised you haven't seen one that's a combo of this guy and the
the other
one
guy.
that has the legs sticking out of the cage, where like you kill him and the leg one drops and then just runs around and tries to kill you.
That would be bad.
And you'd be like, ah, perfect, I killed it. Oh god, it's still alive.
I hear sounds behind me. Okay, there's stuff behind me.
I hear sounds behind me. Huh, it's probably because I just got hit by something from behind me.
Because you can't turn away, because you have to pay attention to the guy with
Directly
the giant
in front of
debarker.
The guy trying to debark your skin from your bones.
Your giant hat from your giant head.
Giant hat from our tiny head.
You know, I wonder if us having a bigger head would make
make
us
the hat
have
bigger?
a hat.
Oh my god, that's a great question.
It's not a real bonfire, it's a fake bonfire. Apparently there's a real bonfire ahead.
Bonfire ahead.
So this should be the Cathedral of the Deeps.
It should be.
I'm concerned. I have concerns. Look at all the blood stains. Look how many blood stains.
That is a lot of bloodstains. You are
What if
not
we went
wrong.
this way?
There seems to be less bloodstains that way.
There's a guy. Oh, he's like. He's
Oh my
like.
god,
people.
it's the Dragonborn. It's Roda.
He's got a friend?
My god, he does.
This is why there's so many bloodstains. He's got like a thief friend. They're bandits.
Fighting a rogue and like the Dragonborn.
Where do you think that guy was hiding? Do you think we could like
Kill him
prevent this
first,
from happening
maybe.
to us?
I don't know. We're pretty ganged up on right now.
Wow,
Welcome back, Master Gamer.
Welcome back. This guy will not accept my sword to his face. He doesn't.
Excuse me, you have a moment to talk about our Lord and Savior, giant sword.
To the face?
Oh god. Have you ever seen Black Books?
Yes.
The British TV show?
Mhm.
The
Black
bit
Books is
where
a great
it's
British
so,
TV show.
It's so good. Black Books and the IT crowd. But no, just the part where he desperately wants to avoid doing his taxes, and so the Mormons show up, and they're like, "You have to talk about our Lord and Savior." And he's like, "Yes, absolutely, come in." And they're like, we've never really gotten this far before." And he's just like very interestedly listening to them as they're just sort of like, very nonplussed about the fact they're actually inside for once.
Aha! I killed
that show's so
half of the
good.
duo. He drops his shield, which is worthless to us.
Shields are for losers.
We decided.
How did you kill Captain America? We shot him in the legs because his shield is the size of a dinner plate.
It does have a target on it. I feel like it would be
Yeah,
very
it's
tempting
like-
to aim at the shield in real life.
I don't know, but it's like it'd be so easy to just shoot him in the legs.
I guess so.
Like, his shield is very small for blocking, people with guns. Just like crouch down and get all tiny
Wonder Woman
behind it.
blocks bullets by going like this.
Yeah, but Wonder Woman is a literal like Greek goddess of
But it's not
sorts.
like she just. First of all, she's immune to bullets anyway. Like she,
True,
I'm pretty
true.
sure.
That's literally just for the look of the thing.
But it's not like sometimes she'll do like the I'm hitting the yeah, but also sometimes she just goes like this. She just puts her two
Yeah, she
bracers
just does
in
that.
front of her face,
and
the
they
bullets.
all just shoot the bracers.
Yes,
Yeah.
it happens. It's
Oh my god, I need to go back and watch like classic Wonder Woman again.
but like Batman the animated or like not Batman the animated.
No,
like, the animated
the
series thing?
live action one with
I've never
what's her
seen
name?
that.
It's very campy but very good. I mean, I don't even know if it's been a long time since I've watched it. They had it on Netflix back when Netflix first started doing streaming and had a bunch of really old shows. They had
You
like
might
that, Xena Warrior Princess.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god, Xena's
I've never seen.
Xena's great. It's
I remember when Xena Warrior Princess was out on TV, and I never watched it then because it looked dumb.
it's not good, but it's fun.
One of these dogs that somebody tried very hard to kill, but not hard
Did
enough.
not succeed.
Yes.
A lot of dogs that are very full of holes.
Look at him. He's got like stuff in him. Also, there's a lot of people with bows.
Maybe that's why the dogs are covered in arrows.
Could be. The dogs seem to be on their side though.
Maybe the dogs killed them and then they came back and they were on the dog's side.
That's a theory. It's a good theory. I like that. Whose side are you on?
I am on no man's side. Leaps
Item.
off a cliff.
Some of the bad guys have done that
I've witnessed it.
for no reason too.
Witness me.
I'm just imagining them shouting that and then just jumping off a cliff.
Does seem like something a war boy would do.
Mm-hmm.
Man, Fury Road was so good.
Fury Road was so good.
Like, I don't know that I've encountered anybody who did not like Fury Road.
Okay. This is a strategy.
Flame on!
That was a witness me. That was 100% a witness me.
Witness!
I think are they all
Ride to the road of Valhalla!
Are they all gonna do this? Like, these guys are different. They're slightly larger.
Like somebody
Somebody's
else is-
doing.
There we
okay,
go. Hi,
there it
buddy.
is. Yep. Yep, that works. Visions of loyalty? Should we try jumping in the well?
Jump in the well, do it.
There's
Trust it. I'm all for trusting stuff.
a thing in the way, though. I don't think we can actually jump in the well. Yeah, there's no one. You can't jump in this well. I would want to jump in the well.
Damn. Foiled again by not having a valid jump mechanic and the ability to duck slightly.
Be wary of up. Oh, okay. There's an item up there. Isn't this one candlestick like very out of place?
Oddly placed and surprisingly golden.
Mm-hmm. Does have there's another one. Let's open these doors.
It's less odd now that there are two. It's not quite so unique.
This looks like a cathedral. This looks a lot like a cathedral.
Yeah, we should be at the Cathedral of the Deeps. I thought it would be more underground.
Because it's a cathedral to the deeps,
Maybe?
right? It's like you don't expect a cathedral to Jesus to be in Jesus. It's a cathedral to the deeps, of the deeps.
Yeah, but it's... I guess.
Their religion is of the deep.
The difference is like, you know, a
Oh, look.
plate, like a location
We
versus...
got a better whip.
Ooh. We've got a hat.
We still have the hat.
A ridiculous hat, but a hat.
I'm not taking it off until we get a more ridiculous hat, which
Yeah.
will happen. I'm sure it'll happen.
Oh, I really hope it happens. I have a thing for ridiculous hats in video games.
What is your besides these hats? What is your favorite hat? Most favorite?
I don't know. There's a lot of good ones. I'm a fan of the Grognak the Barbarian like Hun hat you can get in Fallout 4.
You can get right.
You can get
I
the
forgot you
Grognak the Barbarian costume.
The Grognak the Barbarian costume, yeah.
I've had a lot of fun just running around in that outfit, killing people with the axe as a like all melee character.
Is the axe good?
The axe is decent if you are playing an entirely melee character.
Oh, look at
There
these guys.
are somewhat better weapons.
There's some guys. He puked.
Oh no. It's the Night of the Living, like, unkindled.
I don't trust them.
Zombies.
There's just a lot. Okay. I guess that's...
There's a lot, and they move slowly, which is kind of scary.
Yeah, like...
Because them moving slowly is something that's like... There's got to be some gimmick, right?
Well, they continue coming. So maybe that's the gimmick.
Maybe. I can't tell whether that's we're just moving enough far enough forward that more of them are showing up, or like...
No, they keep like crawling out. See, look,
Yeah.
So we're gonna get trapped in between, and they punch
Not very hard, but they punch.
a little bit.
Just a wee bit.
Item over there. There's a hole. Oh, there's a way to drop down. Okay.
Have you ever watched Nathan Fillion's show Castle?
Yes, I have seen most of Castle at one point. It kind of got weird.
It got not great,
Yeah.
for sure. Like, the first couple of seasons are great.
Yes,
like, they do
I think
amazingly well with the first couple of seasons. And then they kind of hit a point where they just sort of... They dive too far into Beckett's backstory and, like, make
I
that...
thought that stuff was okay.
I thought that was okay as well, but, like, the level that they dove into it and, like, the amount of drama and, like...
Sure. I mean, it definitely...
They started taking themselves far too seriously. Like, it needed to still be, like, you know, Nathan Fillion getting to be, like, doofy Nathan Fillion. And I think what they did with the last season...
the last season is where I tapped out. I assume.
So, the
like,
last season I'm talking about is the one where Beckett goes back to the police force after being in the FBI for, like, a day or two, but Castle is no longer allowed to work with the police department. And so he starts his own PI agency.
Okay, maybe
and he joins up and, like, basically just starts showing up at cases like he did in the original, like, first season. Like, he just starts showing up at cases. And that that is okay. Oh, hey.
Worm babies? I don't know what's
Oh
happening.
god, it looks like episode 2 of Ash versus the Evil Dead.
He just grabbed me.
Have you watched Ash versus the Evil Dead?
I've not watched that. That's one I've always meant to watch, but I just never got around.
It's the show. The show.
The show. Oh,
That came out on Starz. Yeah. It's got Bruce Campbell. It's mostly written by Sam Raimi. It's amazing.
That was bad. Okay.
So that's why they're dangerous.
Yeah.
They grab you and
They
then
grab
mob
you, and then they hold you there, and then everyone surrounds you.
The old surround them and kick them.
I stopped watching Castle when they got married.
Yeah. Like,
because like there was this whole amnesia thing, and everyone was lying to each other.
God, yeah.
It just wasn't.
That
one was
whole,
goofy.
That whole
fun.
bit was not goofy and fun, and just was too serious and like dramatic and like just bad tropey.
Castle having his own detective agency sounds kind of fun.
It's great because like Castle like signs this agreement and he's like, yeah, sure, I'll stop like helping out at the department.
And then immediately
like I need to not do this. And then he's immediately the most bored out of his mind and is like, wait, I've got an idea. And I forget exactly whether it's like somebody like assumes that he's a detective.
Oh, okay.
And he's like, huh. huh, huh. I've got an idea.
I can see it.
And does that? There's a great bit where he's like bought like he's renting a new area and he gets a special desk made that has a like slot in it for a gun that can pop out. And like they're at one point like the beginning of the episode is him excitedly getting that and being like, watch this, and he like pounds the desk and a gun just shoots out of it and he catches it. He's like, huh? And like Beckett's just, or I think it's either Beckett or his daughter is just like, why? Why would you ever need that? And he's like, just you wait. And at the very end of the episode, there's like somebody there holding a gun on them, and like,
oh no,
he throws something and distracts them, and then hits the desk, and the gun pops out. And he's like, ha!
Nice.
I got you this time.
The other,
I was sitting. My whole hope was that like they would just cut out Beckett entirely, and it would just be Castle being like
just the Nathan Fillion show.
It would just be Nathan Fillion being a detective, but like a super dorky detective being like that. That was what I desperately wanted, because Beckett's character kind of got played out and really only had one mood, which was moody.
Sure.
Like, I enjoyed the dynamic. I thought it worked very well for the show for the first part of it, but like they hit a certain point where just there wasn't anything else they could do with that.
Yeah. Move on. Let's go this way.
I think killing them is not going to end well for us.
Oh, we weren't even in the right room. Okay. Now we.
Okay.
Okay. This is a dead end, so let's go back. Or let's go this way.
Going up.
He also dressed up as Mal.
Oh my god, there are so many references
times
to Firefly on that show.
There's a lot.
At one point, they're dealing with like some counterfeiters or money launderers or something, and they only speak Chinese. And Beckett's like getting frustrated because they don't understand her, and Castle is like just then immediately in fluent Chinese says something, and Beckett's like, "Oh, where'd you learn that? Like, studied from one of your books?" And he's like, "Nah, a show I used to like."
I don't remember that.
Or a show I used to love, which
I
like,
remember him speaking Chinese. But
yeah. It's a great bit that they do. That I saw it and I was like,
yeah. At some point, Castle became the Nathan Fillion show, and it was much better after that point.
well, I mean, that was like after the first couple episodes in season 1.
Oh no, he just cut all blood out of me.
he punched out all your blood.
He punched out all my blood. He did that. Maybe we should wear better armor.
Maybe.
This is decent armor.
Isn't armor for pansies?
It is armor is for pansies.
Maybe we should be wearing our fancy dress again. We seem to do really well when we had the fancy dress.
You just. I thought you liked the Murrah stuff.
I do.
We can go back to the fancy dress.
But you can't go wrong with the fancy dress.
I know we're wearing it under.
Perfect.
Perfect? Okay.
Look at that.
Armor and a dress and a hat.
We are so ready for anything that they throw at us.
It's mostly going to be a billion zombies.
They try to throw a billion zombies
I feel
at
like
us.
it didn't
We'll
quite
ready.
become Nathan Fillion's show until like the second or third season, but
I guess I'm in the middle of rewatching it right now, and he's very Nathan Fillion for the first like couple episodes that I've seen. Like it's definitely he's doing like Rick Castle, but he's very Nathan Fillion.
okay. I just meant that like the show becomes
Much more about
like Nathan Fillion, the person doing what he thinks is fun. I think.
Oh my god, there's so many good like episodes and like bits in that show.
There's a lot of good bits. Basically, what we're saying is go
watch Castle.
Go support your local Nathan
Go watch
Fillion.
Castle. It's good. You can't go wrong with Castle.
Mm-hmm. And I really should find a way to watch this new show.
Yeah, the one with Tim and Alan Thicke.
Where they're playing
themselves.
Again, they're playing themselves after Firefly.
It's a good show. It's some good bits.
He breathes fire too. This guy. He
You're
slices, he
an
dices.
overachiever. You are worthy of a Billy Mays infomercial, buddy. He slices, he dices. But wait, there's more. He also breathes fire.
Should we
Can't
go?
wrong with
Okay, so
fire
there's like
breathing.
items and stuff down there. Should we go get those or go
I mean,
up to this?
My
big
inner,
building?
like
Okay,
loot
items.
baby is saying, "Go grab it. Always get the loot."
How many souls are these things actually worth? They're worth 40. Okay. I don't like the grabby ones.
The lungety gravity.
They also have like
Furious.
3 times the health
Yeah, yeah.
because they're full of leeches.
They've
I
only
guess.
got, they've only got a half of like the total mass, though. Hey, look, our buddy's here again. Launching spears. Unless that's a different dude, and we're potentially going to die.
I'm going with it's a different dude, and we're potentially gonna die. Where are those coming from?
Well, I saw it come. No,
Oh,
it
is that
is,
the same?
It is him.
It is him.
It's
It
the
is
tower
him.
over there.
Yeah. It's
So
our
it
buddy
is our
guy.
friend, our giant ally. Literally giant ally.
He's a giant and an ally.
He's throwing javelins.
What? That didn't even touch me. Did that touch me?
I don't think so.
Oh. Oh no.
Oh.
I think we're covered in leeches. We're covered in leeches. Look at us.
Yes, we are definitely covered in leeches.
What do we do about that? And like the blood loss is just going up and up. and up.
So my suggestion would be
Like
roll
stop,
around
rock,
in a
roll.
lot of salt.
Do you see salt?
I don't, but everything I know about leeches says that should work.
Do we have blood loss?
Anti-leech poison.
We do have one. I want to use that. Well, it's too late now. Oh, the leeches are gone. Okay, cool. I guess the leeches just are temporarily very shitty.
Temporarily terrible.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Got so much to explore again. That looks important.
When in doubt, touch the glowing things.
Oh, it's a shield.
Hey, free souls. Not a lot of free souls, but enough.
That's creepy.
Is that like a bird, or is that like a
I
cloak?
don't know. Or is that like a pile of
creature?
leeches?
Trump's toupee?
Oddly, Dark Souls 3, like, depicting our president before he even started running.
Yep, Dark Souls 3 predicted the future. You heard it, guys. Oh, man, they played All-Star by Smash Mouth at the
Did they?
inauguration, but it wasn't even like All-Star doing it. It was a cover of Smash Mouth by All-Star.
Check out this thing.
It's a giant pile of leeches. Oh my god, we're covered again.
Yep.
Fun times.
Not particularly.
God, every time I start peering...
I guess we should fight the rest of them while we still have leeches, so they
Yeah.
can, like, give us more leeches.
I've got blood loss. The only cure is more leeches.
Saint Tree Bellvine. What? Okay. How do you cure it when people believed you had bad blood? How did you cure blood loss?
Leeches.
More losing more blood. Gotta replace all that blood.
Bloodletting.
Bloodletting, yeah.
It's a tried and true method of curing anything. Gotta let out those bad vapors, right?
Oh, we got a follower. What?
Oh.
Miss Batchy, thank you for following. Hello.
And Sergeant Batchy.
Actually, watch. Sergeant, is that Master Sergeant Batchy? That makes sense.
Master Sergeant. There we
Master Sergeant. We got there.
go. Welcome to the
channel.
The channel.
Damn it. Stupid. No escape. No escape. Damn it. Got
Flipping
away.
through the walls.
It didn't. That one just kind of did a
Burrowed
dance.
into the ground.
Oh, look, it's one of these things again.
Oh, cool.
Should we mess with it? Got like a nice nest going.
Spooky lizard gecko.
It was mean last time. Oh, it's just sleeping. Sleeping. Although it does provide the upgrade for the sword we're using.
The ice sword or the great sword?
The great sword, the one we're using right now.
Well, I mean, if it's got something
Oh,
we
look,
want,
there's
we should
the-
kill it, right?
The
That's the way
bonfire
Dark
is
Souls
right.
works.
The bonfire is really close here, so maybe there's a way. Because there's 2 doors we couldn't open, so maybe there's a door to the cathedral. In which case, is this a door? No,
Potentially.
that's not a door. Maybe down here. Let's try down here. Because there was like 2 doors I couldn't open from the one side, and huh. That's bloodstain. Oh, more leech buddies. We've lost so much blood.
I know we have to have lost like several like
Buckets.
pints of blood at this point.
Well, it's a good thing we have these jars of juice full of.
These jars of mummified remains that we're liquefying and drinking.
Poison bite ring. That would be useful if it was a blood bite ring. Okay, what is this? This is just a courtyard with a bad guy in it.
Isn't
Okay.
biting the opposite thing you're supposed to do when you've got poison? Like, don't you not want to eat the poison?
Well, it's like a resistance.
Yeah,
ring.
yeah.
Yeah. That, we're gonna lose a bunch of health again. Yep. This is where we've been previously, right? Because there was that message that said look up. Yeah. So that.
Okay, yeah.
So we killed all this stuff. Came from down there. Nothing down here. Okay. Oh, there's something up there. We get up there this way? I can't tell. No. I guess we should go back.
See if we can find our way up.
Yeah,
If only I had a ladder.
we kicked this ladder down from the top, so there must be another way to get here that we missed.
Yeah, yeah.
Exciting ladder climbing.
Welcome to Ladder Climbing the Video Game. We'll be climbing this ladder for the next 4 hours.
Just it's the only difficulty is before you get how long it takes you before you get bored. That's it.
Uh-huh.
There must be a way up there that we missed. I don't know. Let's go into this big spooky building.
Yeah, maybe it's got a boss in it.
It's very likely.
Generally, big spooky buildings tend to have bosses in them.
Well, there's
what
I
I've
think
seen.
there's a 50-50. Either these doors don't open or there's a boss. What do you think?
Where they open, but it's just the entrance down to the caves where we can find
They
the
don't
boss.
Which doesn't
Okay,
actually.
cool.
I mean, it can be both. There can be both them not opening and a boss behind them.
Dive through those crates.
You didn't comment on it when I was
Rusty.
when we were in down that.
And you were diving for the chairs?
You were diving for the chairs. That was fun.
That was fun. I think I made a comment like in my head, didn't actually say it out loud.
You
I
were
was like,
we were talking about something. Actually,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's got his spear is on fire. That can't be good for your spear.
or our dress.
Oh, I'm sorry you couldn't chat on PS4.
Yeah.
I've never used Twitch on PS4. How is it? Probably good, right? I mean,
I can't imagine it's not
everyone
too
started
bad.
supporting Twitch very seriously when Twitch got big. Oh, it's a bad guy.
Sucks.
Sucks. Oh,
Oh,
that's
that
too bad.
sucks. Well, maybe they'll make it
Don't
better
like-
eventually.
Don't like these suicide guys. They're
The dudes who just like
Set themselves on
full
fire.
Go full on war boy and just witness me. Getting all these dudes with like flaming swords.
Yeah, those are the suicide guys.
Yes. This is our first playthrough.
At this
correct?
point, yes.
Yeah, like we're to new stuff now.
I had played through previous bits of this game previously, but now this is
This is the
we're
first
past.
playthrough.
Yeah.
He's
Past
doing
that.
most of the playing. I'm mostly just here to talk and look pretty.
You did play a bit in the beginning.
I did,
but then
but
we
just, like-
progressed way too quickly. For
Yeah,
you
we
to catch
got
up
way
skill-wise.
past the point where I'd actually be able to do anything, and it'd just be me dying over and over again. I've actually been meaning to, because I've got Dark Souls 1 on my computer, so I've been
Play
meaning to
some
like
Dark Souls 1.
get that up and running and like brush up on my skills. So next time we come back, I keep like telling myself I'm gonna do that, and then like it'll be like late when I actually remember that I wanted to play Dark Souls, and I'll be like, ah,
So I think this is referencing a thing from Dark Souls 1, sort of.
yeah.
Sort of? Not quite. There's a bridge in Dark Souls 1 you have to cross where people are shooting gigantic arrows at you. Almost as big as our Spear Friend's arrows.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah. Tying is the fun part. Wait, the problem is that I can progress in this area, but he can't progress in this area.
It'd basically be
Because
like
of the skill.
I'd die, then I'd hand it back. I'd die immediately, hand it back off to him. He'd get a little farther, then he'd hand it off
I would
to
get to
me,
the next
and then I'd
bonfire.
die.
Which is, yeah, I was just
Yeah.
like, I would beat the boss, and then he'd be even more screwed because
Yeah,
he didn't
yeah.
have the skills. Because I played the previous 2 Dark Souls games.
Yeah. Also, I'm sorry your PC broke. Hopefully get a new one working at some point soon.
At least you got a. Oh no, you got a hug.
Flaming
I
hug.
forgot. I
pain
forgot to
and
do the
death.
hug. Oh, she's so gently putting us down before she's gonna hit us
Smash us again.
with her Bible or her cudgel.
I think the answer is yes.
Oh no, she's gonna hug.
He would have been invaded like 6 times by now.
We're not actually embered.
Fortunately, we're not embered, so we don't have to deal with invasions.
On PC, Dark Souls 1 has a hacking problem we're used to, which is fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
My first playthrough on it ended when I was like in the first area, and then a guy came in and cursed me and destroyed my gear, and I didn't have the souls to repair it. And
Oh
you
god,
can't
these
get
guys again.
you can't get like decursed until like halfway through the game, and I was not at that point because like the game doesn't
Yeah.
have curse until way later, and PCs aren't supposed to curse you.
Rough.
And this guy was like higher level than me
Yeah.
because he hacked.
Hooray for hacking, right?
Hacking is the best.
Yay.
Luckily, Dark Souls 3 doesn't seem to have any of those problems. Which is good. You gotta be close to a bonfire, right?
We have to be. Like,
Halberd monk. Looks like a monk to you, right?
yeah, he's got the whole
Habit.
yeah. There we go. That was the word I was looking for. I was gonna say robes.
Robes.
Which would have worked as well.
That
but
works.
Habit's the proper term.
He was waiting for us. Oh, jeez.
All of them were waiting
All of
for
them
us.
were waiting for us.
Very ready to just murderize him.
Some people just got most of the fall to their death. That's a good strategy. I was not.
Gravity waits for no man or hacker.
Man, we got so far and then died.
Did.
Okay. Have to go back, I guess. Maybe we can just leave these people to chill there. That sounds bad, though. Not gonna lie.
That sounds very bad. Just keep running, just keep running, just keep running.
I'm gonna have to kill a few of these.
Yes, gravity, my arch enemy.
Gravity's very effective.
Foiled again by physics.
I think actually in Dark Souls 1, I believe there was a boss you could kill with gravity.
Ah, beautiful.
You
Oh
got
my
it
God.
to run
Oh
off
my-
the cliff and you would die.
One of my favorite things about the Fable 2 is the
Can you
fact
do that
that
in Fable 2?
in Fable 2, the final bad guy, I don't know if he actually has a final form or anything, but there's a point when he's monologuing on a bridge as when you first get to him, and you can just pull out your gun and shoot him when he falls off the edge.
Really?
Yeah, just,
Wow.
you could just straight up pull out your gun and shoot him, and he's just like, "Wah!" and just falls to his death, and you're just like, all right, done.
That was
Problem
anticlimactic.
it's really satisfying because it's that moment that you always wonder about in like movies and stuff.
Oh,
where,
if
like
the
the villain is sitting there just like monologuing a humongous explanation as to why their evil plan is so perfect and whatnot. And you're just like, why doesn't the hero just shoot them? And in Fable,
I mean, usually
you can.
people try to justify that, like the good guy doesn't want to kill him, or the good guy's gun isn't actually loaded at that point, or if he kills him, then the bad guy will,
The
destroy
bad
all
guy
civilization.
wins.
Because they need
That's
to-
the Joker's thing. Is the Joker monologues because he wants Batman to kill him.
Yeah.
And the Joker wins if Batman kills him.
Well, that's why that works.
It's such a good dynamic.
We can just leave these guys to be, because we don't need to fight them.
They're all good dudes.
I'll write these guys.
That dude had a like spiky tooth sword.
It's
there.
called a flamberge.
A flamberge.
Yes, because it's German. That's German for flame something.
Cool.
Because it looks like flames. 'cause
It looks
got-
like a flame sword.
Yes. He followed me all the way. You saw that attack, right? He was just like.
He did like the damn bayonet run.
Mm-hmm.
Or
Oh,
charge.
I've seen a few gifs
You've
of
seen
that.
a few gifs of it?
Yeah.
So ridiculous, right? But so wonderful. In the sense that it's just so ridiculous.
The gift I saw was somebody seeing somebody in a room with a box in the middle, and then they just started running and they did a full circle and
Full
stabbed them.
360
And
around
stabbed
the
them in
box and
front.
came back around. Yeah, you can't go wrong with a mechanic that's just slightly fundamentally broken.
Is that game good? Like, is it fun?
I've heard that it's amazingly fun.
Like-
that it's like really, 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 really fun.
I like the other Battlefields. I still have a hard time believing that it works super well because of the World War One-ness. I don't know.
I
Is
think
there
that's-
mustard gas?
I don't know if there's mustard gas. I think that like they do a very good job of having it be the least trench warfare they can.
Yeah, obviously.
Because like it's hard to do a World War One game without just doing trench warfare, which would just be you sitting in a trench like taking pot shots at the enemy for hours on end, which would not make a very good game.
You can play that game. That game exists.
I know that game exists. I've tried it out before.
Red Orchestra, or
Huh?
is it Red Orchestra, or is it the other one?
It's not Red Orchestra, I don't think.
I forget what it's called now. But yes, it exists.
Yeah,
It was free on Steam at one point, so I have it. Also, I bought Battlefront, right? That's what it's
Star Wars
one.
Battlefront?
And it was not great.
Yeah.
What did I
Yeah.
just do?
The new like remade one that EA did.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks pretty.
Jesus, I'm just
But,
it's getting worse and worse.
Looks pretty, but it's not a great game, unfortunately.
There wasn't enough.
I wanted
There was not enough
wanted
game.
it to be better than it was, but it was not. Battlefield 2 is phenomenal.
Yes.
Like I've been
played-
playing that on Steam recently, like just replaying
There's a
it,
community
and
on
it's so
Steam
good.
for Battlefront 2.
Battlefront 2, yeah.
Battlefield 2 I played a lot.
Battlefront 2 is a very good game though. Like it's it's very fun. You can literally get onto a ship, fly it over to the other ship, get off of the ship, and take over the ship by just killing the people on the ship.
That's cool.
Or just crashing, or just take out the ship by shooting the ship.
There's going to be Battlefront 2, and that one might have a campaign, which could be cool.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yes, you are 100% correct, Bachi. Battlefront 2 was definitely better than EA's Battlefront.
Not as pretty, though.
It was not as pretty, but it still looks good if you have the graphic settings up to max,
Oh,
which
no.
you don't need to like. It's not. Most computers can handle that because it's such
I'm,
an
sure,
old.
I'm
game.
sure my computer can do that easily.
But no, yeah. There's still actually a community for playing Battlefront 2 like online, which is cool. But like the campaign is hella fun.
I thought the campaign was just battles against the AI.
It's a bunch of individual like AI like battles against the AI where you're completing specific like goals and missions.
Okay. Oh, this
So
guy
it's got just like a bunch of interesting
His padding
little
isn't very
missions
good,
and stuff.
apparently. Yep, he's stuck. Okay, we'll leave him there.
famous last words. His pathing isn't very good. He just sprints back out.
He's a zombie. Like,
Destroys you.
I would believe that in real life, zombies wouldn't have a good pathing AI.
True. Or they'd have a really good one. Or it would switch back and forth.
I always forget to use the stances in this. I think this one has a pretty good stance. He didn't even make it to us. Okay, so where was
Stumbles down in a ball of fire.
Okay.
Yep. Goes from the Clone Wars all the way to the Days of the Empire.
Battlefront 2?
Yeah.
That's a lot.
It does cover a lot. And you get to play clones, you get to play Jedi, you get to play rebels. Yeah, I think you got to play stormtroopers as well, potentially.
That was one of the things that did not work very well in
Battlefront.
The Battlefront. EA's Battlefront is the Jedi's.
That's also something that like was a little overpowered in the original. Like,
Well, they also
Battlefront 2.
weren't.
They were
It was a
very
weird
fun to
combination
play,
of
but they were overpowered.
incredibly overpowered and incredibly weak because if there's a stormtrooper 5 feet away from you, that stormtrooper is dead. But if there's a stormtrooper 100 feet away from you, that stormtrooper is going to kill you. At least on the PC, where people can aim very well.
I've been playing a lot of Overwatch as well.
Overwatch.
The last couple of days.
I have not played Overwatch in a few weeks, I think, or at least.
Yeah, that's the way it goes for me as well. I'll like stop playing it for a few weeks, and then I'll pick it back up again and play it incessantly for like a couple of days, and then I'll go away for another few weeks.
I also have people I play with, so I will log on when they're online, and then when they're not playing,
I have a
play
couple
much.
people that I usually play with, but one of them is currently going through like the winter semester at PCC,
Oh, is it
but
the same
taking
person
like
that left your
that
D&D
left my
group?
D&D group. So I have not talked to him in
Haven't even talked to him. Wow.
because he's taken like 3 classes. It's so crazy,
Is 3 last a lot of classes?
huh?
Three's a lot? I don't know.
Specifically for the winter semester because
Okay.
it's a 6-week semester, so it's a regular like 16-week class crammed into 6 weeks just so you can get the stuff. So it's like you're there 4 days a week for all day.
But actually, all of the voice actors for the special characters were bad. Where did these guys come from? They're just. I guess they were
Sky.
just in
They
the
come from the
ceiling.
sky.
And then there's going to be 2 out here, too, right?
It's raining monsters.
It's raining monsters. It often rains monsters in Dark Souls. But yeah, all of the replacement voice actors were pretty bad. One of them might have been good. I forget who it was. Oh, also they had the Emperor, which I thought was a terrible choice, especially since the Emperor did the spin move. That was his like. All of the characters have like a movement ability, and his was the spin move.
I love that spin move so much. It's so stupid.
It looks incredibly dumb when the Emperor is.
It looks incredibly dumb when he does it in the movie.
Yeah, it looks worse in the game. And then when you kill them, they just kind of like sit down and go, "I failed," which also is weird. Who's this behind me? Oh, it's another one. Okay.
Yeah.
That was a very good dodge on that.
What did you think of Rogue One, Bachi?
Come to the dark side. Admit Rogue One wasn't a very good movie. It might have been entertaining to some people. That's what the dark side is now, I've decided.
The dark side is acknowledging the fact that it was not a very good movie, but also acknowledging the fact that people can enjoy it.
Yes.
Even despite how bad it was, people can enjoy it.
I can totally, yes. So
That's what people need to acknowledge about the prequels, is that people can enjoy them despite how terrible they are.
I don't have to acknowledge that about episode 2. I can acknowledge that about
Okay,
episode 3.
I will agree with that. Episode 2 was trash and like
And I can see,
you haven't seen
okay,
it yet.
episode 1 is iconically nonsense enough that sure, you can have a weird enjoyment for it. I still like question it a bit. Episode 1 is just so weird.
Yeah. Episode 1 is pretty weird. This is what I call pod racing.
Pod racing. Just pod.
Pod race. I really enjoyed pod racing. I thought that was a good addition. It added an interesting
It's just
little
so
bit
weird.
of fun to it.
It becomes a sport. It becomes a racing movie for 20 minutes or something.
No. I think the addition of it is a great addition to the Star Wars universe. I'm not so sure about
You're
the
not
fact
convinced
that
about it in the actual
I'm not convinced
movie?
about it in the actual movie because of all of the extra stuff they tagged onto it, but I love the idea of pod racing as a sport.
Okay, so this is a trap. This is a trap. What is that saying?
Only like the battles from the Clone Wars, yuck on the acting. Yeah.
This has gone horribly, so quickly.
Well, this is not going to end well for
I knew it
us.
was a trap, and there was a message confirming that it was. We just took out his buddy. Come on.
As you dive into it.
It's so slow. It's so hard to time.
Okay.
Look, we did it. There's got to be a bonfire close. There has to be. So they told me to be very left. I saw the guy. It was just an emperor, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, we're gonna go in here and turn left. There's gonna be a bonfire.
I will admit I did really enjoy the whole pod racing scene. Though.
not a
Like I thought the pod racing scene was very good.
It's all right. There's nothing really wrong with it. It's just
It's
incredibly
just odd for Star Wars.
It's incredibly long too, and maybe we should just leave this to its own devices. Is there a bonfire? Please? There's that guy.
Well, that's clearly the boss that we're gonna have to fight in here. Heck, he's probably the dude who's gonna drop the doll we're looking for.
Okay. So got a priest. Got a
Another priest.
priest, the second priest. Priest, the third priest.
Fire of Christ compels you.
Isn't it the fire of darkness? We actually have, I think we have some health items, so we're gonna
Dude,
pop one. I'm pretty sure we do. I just
right.
let's see. Okay, so we
Give it a
got
shot.
boost restores HP. Oh,
And boosts frost resist.
and guess who it's from? It's from our buddy.
Which buddy?
That was the beer he gave us.
Oh my
The
god.
onion Knight gave us.
Man, I love onion.
I think some of these.
Dumpling
no,
Knight.
these don't.
Adorable little dumpling knight.
Yeah, don't.
Oh my god, I want a dumpling
This-
knight like bobblehead. I feel like that would make a great bobblehead, right?
That would make a great bobblehead.
Like
That
I
make a
would
great
have
bobblehead.
that on my desk.
Oh man, I should make that. That sounds like a lot of fun to make.
I'm gonna make one of those. That's my next
Giant
next goal.
ahead. Giant ahead. Giant ahead. Giant ahead. That is, he's giant and he's ahead. Is there?
Giant with a head. Certainly has a head. I do not see a bonfire unless there's one like down here or
Maybe
something.
there's one down here. We're gonna try not becoming friends with the giant. This looks promising. There's a secret door.
Does this lead us? This should lead us out to like right next to where the bonfire.
It might.
It is up
I think
top.
it is. I think it is. It is. Definitely behind this door.
Ominous.
Yes. It's really
Yep.
hard. It's really hard to open doors.
So hard. You gotta put so much effort in there. Brace your shoulder.
Mm-hmm. Don't think we have enough souls to level
Just yet.
just yet. Almost. Very, very close. I think we need like 1,000 more souls to level. Okay, where's the... There it is. Also hard to
If
pull
only we
levers.
hadn't bought this $10,000 hat or 10,000 soul hat.
Look, if we hadn't spent those souls, we would have lost those souls. That's why we bought the hat.
True.
That's
This
we
hat.
had extra souls.
I love this hat so much because it's so big that our sword literally sticks through it.
Any sword would stick through this hat. There's he's awake and everything.
You got a cutscene.
Is he friends with us? Hey.
Back to the boxes, back to the boxes, back to the boxes right now.
He tried to grab me. He's not friends.
So I take it. Oh,
Not friends at all.
I take it we've got to stay up here and just basically run around and smash him as he throws his hands down.
I say we try to get past him because I think there's a door over there.
Is he the boss? No.
We would know if he was the boss because he would say.
You're right. It
like,
would.
It would have the menu bar, or not the menu bar, it would be the bar. Yeah.
Pustules.
Pustule statues of people, unhealthy people. I think he's above our heads now. Be wary of below. Huh? It looks safe down there. Oh. Oh, that's what they meant.
When in doubt, smack
Oh,
him
there's
off
more.
the
There's
edge.
more? No? It's not more.
I don't know.
Be wary of above. Oh, there's a slime. Okay. I guess we should drop down. There's a note over there.
I wonder what the note says. Let's go figure it out.
Does
Oh
it
god,
say-
there's a night.
Does it say like?
Watch out for the night.
Yeah. Oh. He's got a holy.
Holy smiting of
It
smitey
just-
smite.
It explodes.
It leaves explosive runes on the ground. That moment when you prepare explosive runes every morning as your D&D character by writing it into a book and then send that book to your arch enemy.
Has anyone done that in a campaign of yours? That
Not
sounds
in a campaign
great.
of mine, but I read a like text post about somebody who their character had basically just every evening after they were sitting down for a long rest would expend all the rest of their spell slots on just writing down explosive runes into a journal. and
Mail
then-
bombs, like literal actual.
Well, no. What happened
No, no,
was
no, no.
the journal got stolen by the forces of the
Oh,
bad
oh.
guys.
Nice.
And they were like, but the player had not been like actively
Oh, like, it wasn't
saying that he
planned?
was doing it. It wasn't planned that they were going to do this. He just had been doing that. And so the GM had like a bunch of little goblins stole it or whatever and brought it back to like the center of the main bad guy's big army.
Oh, no.
And the GM was like, all right, so you wake up and all of your stuff is gone. And the player's like, okay, wait, hold on. So my book's gone, right? The one that I'm always writing in.
Oh, right. Okay. So
And they're
this-
like, and the GM's like, yes. Have they read it yet? Yes. Okay. That was so many like it was great.
guess
It
what?
ended up. Oh, hi Mimic.
Oh, there's a mimic hat in this game. I don't know how to get it, but
What?
it exists. You get that. Your head looks like that.
I want it. I must have it. I must have the Mimic hat.
I have no idea how to get it.
I mean, like one in real life. I want a real life
Oh.
Mimic hat. I also kind of want the real life giant like hat thing.
We got it. I think we got.
We got it.
I think we just got the hat. Yeah.
Oh my god,
yeah,
we got
just,
it.
We just
We
got,
got
it.
it.
Does this do
All
something?
shall fear us.
I want to know if this has effects. X. Okay. Head of the avarice creature that mimics treasure chests can be worn if one so wishes. Increased
This is
soul
soul
absorption
absorption
from
from
defeated
defeated
enemies as well as item discovery, but the curse of the branded also drains HP? Very form of this creature is thought to be a form of brand and a punishment for sin. Oh shit!
God.
Okay, not wearing that then.
I wish.
It drains HP. That's a pretty big downside.
That is a pretty big downside.
Okay, we're here. I guess we should have used the stairs before.
Probably.
I just
That
put
might
on-
have been a good idea.
The new hat we got also. I guess we should go back to the big hat probably, but
What's the new hat? Is it any good?
it was just like a. It was the guy. The other guy was wearing that. What does it say?
Yeah.
Massive iron helm worn by knights serving Cathedral Deep. Repulsive creatures of the deep are sure to attract the foolish, but the Cathedral Knights are prepared to meet such intruders head on with their more than ample might. I bet this does something. Enormous hat completely obscures the face, belongs to twin gurus known as the Crystal Sages. Pair said to be successors of the great sage Logan. That's the one. Logan, Big Hat Logan.
Oh my
That was
god.
Big Hat, symbol of their pedigree. Be wary of up.
Potentially this is the boss room then.
What?
Nope, not the boss room, but that is a literal thing of my nightmares.
It's like Spider Cat horrible? Spider Cat horrible. Oh, and a curse. It's got
Thing
curse.
Literally looks like something that I swear I've seen. Big Cat Logan DS1, I miss ye.
Big Hat Logan's the best. I never
God, that
really
thing is
became friends
terrifying.
with him. I don't even know how to attack it either, because he's just very fighty.
It looks like a weird mix between a manticore and a spider. Like
Yeah, that's a good description of this.
The old drawings that like the Persian drawings of a manticore. Like, have you ever seen the drawings of the Persian manticore?
I think so.
Yeah, I am right there with you, Bosch.
We
Bocci.
died. We died.
We died.
We died.
Ah,
We got cursed. We were cursed.
that is definitely some nightmare fuel.
We have to fight it again.
Yay! Hooray!
You excited?
So excited. You would
Okay.
not believe how excited I am that we have to fight that again.
Just wanted to ground right into your memories.
Because the thing that everybody wants is to have horrible, crazy spider things in our minds.
I like that our pommel also sticks to our hat. It's not just the sword.
Yeah.
Or not the pommel, the crossguard.
Yep.
The crossguard on the sticks.
It's such a giant weapon.
Wait, there's like a face mask aspect too. Look.
Oh damn!
There's like a cool beak stuff under there.
Yeah.
Wow.
We got some kick-ass plague doctor beak going
Our
on.
hat is even cooler than we thought it was.
We're so cool. I wonder if you can kill the giant.
I'm sure we can kill the giant. It's just we can't get to him from here, so we can only attack him when he attacked us, which is also there's like those guys.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm pretty sure we're supposed to do what I just did. Pretty sure.
Bob and weave.
Mm-hmm. What is happening out there? Oh. He fell down the stairs.
I love that when you're like when you move at all away from them, they can no longer charge you at the proper
I think
distance.
they have a timed life.
Yeah, they've got like a 3-second charge before they just collapse in death.
This guy's back. Ow. Do you want holy powers?
So many holy powers. See you in a minute, Master Gamer.
Has anyone broken D&D in interesting ways in any of your campaigns? Broken them like that? Like we were talking about with the explosive runes? Because that's always a thing I've wanted to see, but never quite accomplished in a role-playing game.
Just something that is
Actually, I kind of
ridiculously
did.
broken.
I kind of did in Shadowrun with the help of some. It was a combined effort of planning. My character in Shadowrun could make explosives,
Mm-hmm.
and we were supposed to infiltrate and destroy this facility that was making. I forget what it was making. It was making bad stuff. It was full of really hard enemies, and so our plan became: what if we buy a drone, because you can get those in that game,
Yeah.
and attach the most explosives to it and fly down this chimney we found. And we did that. Instead of physically
I like
going
it.
there at all. It worked out really well,
Good
except for
plans.
the part where the thing they were making that we didn't know about was explosive, and we just blew everything to hell. Which I guess long term worked out great. It's like this guy gets worse and worse. Has anyone broken anything, or have you broken anything?
Other than my bard who just does not let people get up and just prevents them from attacking, like my crazy grapple bard of
That's not as exciting though.
It's not quite as exciting. I mean, I have RKO'd 2 giants in the game so far, where I made the athletics checks to run up them and then made another athletics check to pin them to the ground. And
What?
So,
You
because-
can't. What?
so mechanically, there's no rules against
Grappling
like,
somebody? No, there is.
there is rules preventing you from grappling something bigger, but my GM was willing to allow me to climb up them to grapple them.
Okay.
But then I used the shove mechanic to try and shove them to the ground from on top of
When did we
them,
get that ring?
which we just justified as me just RKOing
Boost
them.
attack when HP is. We got all these rings which you haven't. Okay, we don't care about that. Lower equip load increases attack. That's really good. We don't really care about increased bleed resistance. Oh, we had one of those. Okay. More dexterity, or boost attack when HP is full. What do you think?
I mean, our HP is rarely full, so
Yeah, sure. Also, we get to go invisible when we roll. Watch.
oh, dude,
I don't think that does anything mechanically. It might.
I don't even care. It just looks cool.
Oh wait, no, we came into here. Yes. This is an elevator, maybe? Time for bonfire? This is a room with a spider?
Spooky spider room. It just says time for bonfire.
It feels like there should be something there, doesn't it?
Yeah. Man, where's that "It's puzzle time" button when you need it? Or puzzle-rific.
Puzzle-rific.
It's puzzle-rific.
Oh, this is a new way up, right? This is new. Dark Spirit ahead.
Oh joy.
I don't. What? Okay.
Well, that is mildly terrifying. Can we dive through people now? Like,
Oh, because of this?
do we become insubstantial?
Maybe? Probably not. I don't know. So there's that giant.
Cool.
Is this
It looks like-
poisonous?
No,
Okay, no.
it's just
It's
just
just-
sketchy looking.
It's just sketchy. It's also
All right.
fairly deep, which slows us down a lot, which is kind of the worst.
Just terrible.
Because if we're gonna fight that
Yeah,
guy, we
yeah.
want to be able to move quickly, and you can't.
I would like to be able to walk. What does stepping on that do?
Nothing.
Nothing. Damn.
Nope. There's another giant.
Is there another one that way? No.
Only the two, I guess. He's also surrounded by gunk.
The real question: can we get the giants to fight each other? Let's go tell one of them that the other one said he was weak.
That's
Yes. My immediate reaction in any game is to attempt to diplomacy and bluff my way past it.
Diplomacy is a pretty good way of breaking RPGs.
Yeah, like
It depends on how you play it, but
it depends on A, how willing the GM is to put up with like BS that you throw at them, and B, how well you've built your character for diplomacy. Because
I think the big one is the probably the GM though.
yeah, the GM is the more important one because they can just be like, nah, I'm not gonna put up with your bullshit
Because
today.
also you can plan for it, which
Yeah,
is
yeah.
something I tend to do, which is like this NPC has an objective, and if your diplomacy offers them something that they think will further their objective, they might go for it. But if you can't talk somebody into stabbing themselves. That just doesn't work.
Yeah. I'm in actually on Saturday. I played through the beginner game with some random strangers I met on the internet for Age of Rebellion, like the beginner like campaign game thing, one shot. And I played
That's one
played
of
a character.
the Star Wars RPGs.
Yeah, that's
right?
one of the
Okay.
the second Star Wars RPG where you're a member of the rebellion. But the GM let me play. We were doing pre-gen characters, but he let me play any of the pre-gen characters from either Age of Rebellion or Edge of the Empire. And so rather than playing one of the Age of Rebellion characters, I played Pash from Edge of the Empire, who is the like smuggler character, who's simultaneously a smuggler and like the talkie dude at the same time.
Sure.
So I was okay with my gun, but also I was really good at talking. So the goal of the first mission is to sneak onto Whisper Base and basically disable all the communications, stop the escape ship, and capture or kill the like general of it, so we can take over Whisper Base as a rebel base.
Okay, cool.
First off, Tash did not take a single point of damage the entire time.
That means you're doing well. That means you're succeeding.
I'm doing very well. We did manage to, however, have Pash leap off the top of a ATST onto a group of like guards, completely miss all the guards, but startle them enough that they all looked at him. The guards then proceeded to be shot by the 2 other players who had like the big like long range assault weapons. They also ended up. So we did that. We managed to stun one of them. Pash proceeded to strip them, dress up in their clothes, and then just talk his way all the way to the ship, onto the ship, where they then proceeded to do like the classic stealth game technique of being like, "Hey, you guard, can you come over here for a moment to like help us with a thing on the ship?" Like 3 times in a row.
3 times in a row.
For all of the guards that were standing outside, like protecting the ship, as we took the steering wheel off the ship so we can just put it back on when we need to use it again. We basically managed to spend the entire first half of that, all of us dressed in outfits, just talking our way through it. That was some good times.
Sounds like some good times. Spew boulder from one's mouth. What?
Huh.
I'm not sure what soul's granting us that. Lear's holy sword. That requires being holy, which we're not. Crystal sage rapier. Does not require intellect. Does magic damage. We could pick one of those up. There's a ring here. Oh, Havel's ring. That's a good ring. There's another ring. We have that ring already.
I need a haircut.
Demon's Fist. 20 strength. Wonder what that
Oh my
does.
god, it's probably just a gauntlet.
Oh, it also requires holiness. Or whatever that's called. Faith? I think it's faith.
Fate points.
30. That's 30 strength.
For what?
For a great hammer.
Hmm.
We should probably get this. Because that's good.
What is that? What does that one do again?
It increases our maximum load. So
so
it
you
lets
just
us
carry more stuff.
Carries more stuff, basically. Also, we could.
Carrying
This
more
might be
stuff's
good.
always useful.
This might be good. We probably only want one of these weapons to level up, though.
Right, do we want to go with great swords or do we want to go with rapiers?
We could. Let's try out the rapier. I'll get the rapier. It's probably best. The rapiers are best used with shields, though. Generally, we'll try it. Because I think rapiers are one of the swords that you can use. You can have your shield up and poke them.
Yeah, I'd believe that. Crystal rapier is probably going to look really cool, though.
That looks real cool.
That does look real cool.
It's all thrust attacks.
I feel like we should actually put on like the rest of like the Spaniard outfit to go with that.
By which you mean the blouse?
By which I mean just the blouse and then like the
Different
pirate
pants.
pants,
Okay.
like the pirate pants that we had.
Pirate pants.
Which were I think not the brigand trousers, they were the other one, the Mariah
Oh,
or Mira.
these? Yes.
Yeah, those ones.
And then you want to lose
No,
the hat?
we leave the hat.
We
the
leave the hat at all
fits.
costs? Yeah?
We are the 3 Musketeers, all combined into one.
Oh, you can use it two-handed, which is silly.
I think we've mastered. I think we've gotten the perfect fashion for defeating the rest of the bosses.
I don't think this is the go-to.
Not gonna work?
I don't like this weapon. Two-handed.
Alright, I do like. The
Oh, we
outfit,
did get this
though.
also. Which
What's
we
that?
can't use yet. It's another great
The
sword.
Astora Greatsword. Wow, that is a very long greatsword.
That one's... This is a great sword for us, I think.
for now.
It's fast. It's easy to use. We don't have any... We just aren't getting the good agility weapons is the problem. And we have like 26 dexterity now.
Yeah,
and
we
don't-
put
it's not really-
all of the points into dexterity, and now we're only finding the strength stuff.
We'll find some fast whippy swords at some point. Guaranteed. We must. There must be some fast whippy swords out there somewhere. Somewhere. So how do you not take damage while jumping from an ATST?
I made an athletics check. That
Okay, so you
it was
don't
an athletics check to like land on them and deal damage to them, and like ATSTs are like they're tall, but they're not super tall. So basically, the way we justified it was
ATSTs were like a good
they're not
half
the,
a story tall.
They're about like a story tall.
Okay,
Like it's you know
that's seems like you would take some fall damage to me.
I don't know. I've jumped off my roof before. It's
Okay.
not that hard to not take a ton. Like it's not hard. It's not that
not
hard
hard to
to
hurt- not
do
hurt
that
yourself?
like without
Okay.
being injured.
Okay.
But no, yeah. I basically what happened was I failed the roll to actually land on one of them, but got a bunch of advantages because it's got the successes and
Oh, right,
failures
right.
and
So-
advantages and
so
triumphs like thing.
you didn't actually
So
hurt them, but
I
a
didn't
good thing
hurt them,
happened?
but I landed right in the center of them and got a chance to let off a great one-liner, which was "Thanks for letting me drop by." And I was extremely proud of that, as everyone else in the party groaned because I was now engaged with all of them, which meant if they shot at them, they would have a chance of shooting me.
Should we pull this lever?
Yes.
That got weird and glitchy. I pulled the lever at the same moment he attacked me, so I was pushed. Oh,
You got
there's
just
a door
pushed to
now.
the side.
There's a thing. Can we walk across that or something?
I
Maybe?
think that's going to prevent them from attacking us at the same time.
Oh, the giants.
Yeah. So we can now only fight one at a time.
I would like
Or
to
we
fight.
can fight one at a time now.
Well, we fought two of those guys at the time. It didn't work out. I didn't really think about the fact that that guy would keep walking down that hallway.
Yeah. We are almost at 4:30.
Oh, okay. We
Yeah,
should
so
we should call it. I
probably
think-
wrap up
I
soon.
think we should. Well, why don't we just wrap up now? We just died.
Yeah.
Lever trunk.
Wrong lever.
Thank you all for watching. We're gonna call it a day today. There are shows every week though. Please stick around and watch more stuff. We have a stream tomorrow. Chris is playing something. I don't know what. That's non-committal Tuesdays where we try to play new games and we always try to do something interesting and different. On Wednesday, Jordana and Alan are playing Mass Effect 3 and they're letting the fans decide their choices, I believe. So it's gone horribly for them so far, I believe. Yeah, half the crew is dead. I don't know.
Yeah, the usual thing that
They
happens
started out that way,
when you
like,
let the
yeah.
masses choose
Mhm.
stuff.
And then on Thursday, Gabrielle and a guest will be playing The Sims and doing something. They'll be building or designing or playing with toddlers. I'm not exactly sure. And then
Never go wrong with playing
Uh,
with
the-
toddlers.
I forget. I should say the
Toddlers
hours.
tell-
All the
toddlers
hours
tell
are
the
like
best jokes.
they start at 12. Like tomorrow starts at 12-ish. Thursday, I believe, is again 12-ish. I'm not exactly sure if it's 12 or 1. Do you know off the top of your head? No.
No,
Okay. Gabrielle is
I'm gonna
12 to
check the schedule
4.
again.
On Thursday is 12 to 4, and then from 4 to 8, I'll be back with Chris, and we'll play a game. We haven't actually discussed what we're playing yet, so we have to figure that out. And on Saturday, Brad will probably play more either Slime Rancher or Uncharted 3, and I'm not sure which one he's on right now. He keeps switching back and forth.
Between
He's a lot of
Slime
fun,
Rancher
though.
and Uncharted.
Mm-hmm. Ranching slimes and being Indiana Jones, basically.
I love the Uncharted games. The Uncharted games are so good.
And that brings us back today. So
Yeah.
every day this week there's shows, and every day every week there's shows. So please tune in. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Thanks for subbing, Bocce.